Wait, there we go.
Take two.
Take two. We'll try this again.
I don't think we've had a single one where it's actually been take one. We've got it first time.
No.
It's still very amateur, even on episode 4.
Somebody
it's got to stay amateur till like episode 540 or something like that. Like, it's got to be like a year before we get this done. Welcome back to Something About Haggis podcast with Deek, Hog and Banjo.
Hello.
So,
Back at it.
How are you feeling today, Banjo? You look very well rested.
I'm very rough.
Oh yeah.
Extremely.
What happened, like?
Yeah, I was having a couple of drinks in the witty. And then I came through to CD. What time? 9:30 I came through.
Aye. I seen you in Sam's at like 9:30 anyway.
And then I kept drinking there, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was sweet, and then got back to your bit, and the minute I lay down and just shut my eyes, that was it. The room was spinning. Started spewing my guts up.
Nice.
And then slept in the dog bed.
What a fanny.
Couldn't believe it when you woke up this morning.
Oh no, it was comfy as
Oh
anything,
God, I
man.
didn't want to be far away from my phone. Okay, with that, do you know why you do that?
Aye.
That's because you're used to being in relationships where you've got to hide your phone because you don't want the lassies to see them.
I've had the lassies in that when I was sleeping, get my thumbprint and stuff and put it on. And then
What you texting my mother for?
butterfuck at me because they found something. No, it was,
I know, I always find that funny because you're out and then like, well, this was obviously like last year or something, but you were like, your ex would text you and be like, what are you doing? Like, who are you wearing that? And you're standing there like, as if you'd been the perfect role model of what a boyfriend should be. Don't know where she's getting this for. She's just accusing me of this. Like every weekend, every time we're going out. I Banjo, because every time you get out, you try and shag somebody else.
I didn't actually.
Hey.
I never last night. I didn't.
There was nobody out last night. There was me, you, and 2 owl men in the pub.
He tried to shag Lamb last night, sleeping in the dog's bed.
Oh man, that was comfy though.
Cuddled up with a cat in the morning.
Oh, I tried. Cat wasn't having any of it.
Nah.
Shocked.
She'd have ripped your fucking eyes out.
I picked her laying up though, and like gave it a wee cuddle.
What, yeah?
Maisie.
She was
You
sweet.
picked Maisie up?
Aye. Maisie's down.
Ella
does
rolls
like
on
it.
her back for me, like I stroke her belly.
Nice.
She does.
Absolute
Does,
score.
man. She's class.
What an alpha male you are, man.
I know. She senses it. She smells the fucking. What's it called?
I don't know, mate. What is it called?
I don't know.
Right. So, at the end of last week, you were got a guess a wee story.
Me?
Aye. You were wise.
Look, you have planned something here because both of you just took your phones out at the same time.
No, it's because I've
And
got
you're going
notes.
to drop something on me and be like, "Oh, you've
No,
not done this."
At the end of last week, you were like, "I want to tell the blowjob story, the deep throat story."
All right.
Yeah.
We said we'd leave it till this week, so let's kick
Alright,
off with that.
I thought you
Because I'm
were
sure
hitting me
everybody's
with
on tenterhooks waiting on this story.
something.
I didn't realise
I've
that. I
told you
wasn't
this
until you
before,
mentioned
haven't
it. 'Cause
Aye.
I
No, I
forgot
actually
about
put it in my notes because I was like, I will definitely forget. I was editing it and I was like, I'll forget that.
Leave it on a cliffhanger and then just not say it. No, I used to get me this lassie years ago, and she kept saying right, and I don't know how to put this without me sounding like a dick, but for the lassies out there, right, then if you can't deep throat, then say to your man, do you want me to deep throat you? It just didn't do it, right? Because I was going with this last
First
years
story
ago.
episode, first story episode 4. Deep throating. Sexy.
And,
We started with dick pics last week, so.
Did we?
Aye.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, she kept saying that. Do you want me to deep throat you? And I was like, you can't do it. So, but I couldn't say that to her. I just couldn't do it. So I was like, aye, but let me try it my way.
Let me suck your dick.
So I got her. We had a couch and that, and I got her onto the couch. I made her lie on her belly, like face down, and then her head was on the end of the couch, and I tell her to put her head up. So like, it was straight through. So I stood at the end of the couch, put my dick in, and because like she kept hitting it against her cheek and stuff, and she was like, "I'm deep throating you." I'm like, "You're not."
I've seen enough porn to know this is not what deep throat is.
This what you're doing right now is deep cheeking. That's not a thing.
So I put my dick in and then she started choking, and I was like, I'm just got to have that in there just for a couple more seconds, just so it sinks in. Like, this is what deep throating is.
Just so
like.
she can. For future reference.
She's never asked me again.
I wonder why.
She's never offered again. But, yeah.
Devastated, mate. I'm just
awful.
going to leave it in a few seconds just to teach you.
I fucked myself for
mistake you
blowjobs
made.
after that. I
You
never,
did,
I never
aye.
got many after that. Like, but it was worth it. Fucking worth it to see.
You get many before that.
To see the tears run down her face and that.
I made her cry, man.
Jesus Christ.
That's vulgar.
You're a
Oh,
wee
a friend was telling me that a few folk that have listened to the podcast have texted them and been like, "Who's Banjo?"
There's been a few folk ask me as well who Banjo is, and I'm like, it occurs to me that not everybody kens you by your nickname.
Aye. So we'll just keep it as your nickname.
I get called Sean at work, and it's weird, man. It's awful. And then
Last week the roll shop said that earlier. She thought, "Oh, where are you having Sean?" And I'm like,
yeah,
she called you Sean. What the?
no, it's weird. Like the boys in the night shift. Shout out to them, man. Their class, like, they've all been calling me Banjo and that. Like, just kind of settling in home. Nah,
Do you feel really cool when your workmates call you your nickname? Because I get really frowned when folk didn't call me my nickname. Because more folk call me my nickname than my actual name.
I didn't ken your real name was actual Derek.
It's no.
Just Deke.
Mm-hmm.
Just sounds weird though, doesn't it? Derek.
I didn't think anybody's actually called me Scott in fucking years.
Apart from your mum.
Aye.
Does Hingy not call you last at your work?
Who?
Irene, maybe? I don't know.
Nah, she calls me Hog.
Oh, does she?
Aye. They write Hog and all the like bits of paper and shit I've got to fill out too. They don't even, like, it's like Sibo, Hog, Rab. They don't even bother with like.
I wonder if they'd write Banjo on mine.
Well, you got sacked for there, so I doubt it.
I got paid off for like being a cunt. It's fucking, man, I missed that job. Like, it was fucking class. Got away with murder too. They were definitely
Till you
trying to
got
get rid of
sacked.
Aye.
it.
Well, paid off.
They couldn't sack me. They couldn't catch me naked in that. When because I was climbing up the Draken.
Aye. We had shelves where we put like some of the panels on and shit like that.
Aye.
It's like a big 3 kind of shelving.
So they work in a
huge.
fiberglass factory,
Yeah.
like, so it's big fiberglass panels and domes.
Yeah. So Yende
For buses, so you can get a rough idea what the racking
Aye.
size would be.
Yende Banjo climbs up onto the top of like the tallest bit of racking, totally butt naked, and is just lying there waiting on Moffat coming out of post.
Okay, I was screaming through it the other bays, Moffat.
Folk were whacking past, like coming out to game for their team. Whatever Banjo, they would look at Banjo. Banjo was like, "What? I'm waiting on Moffat."
You're looking at your pervert. This is for Moffat, not for you.
That was class, man. We fucking mind the time we strapped that vibrator at the back of Kev's car.
That was funny as
That was
fuck.
class, man.
We were all sitting waiting to leave. It was like end of back shift, and it was a big black dildo, was it not?
No, it was a big pink king, man.
Oh.
Vibrator.
Well, fucking, we were all sitting waiting to leave on back shift, and usually like, it's 11:15. Usually
Every cunt's ready to leave. Like.
the second that clock changes to 11:15, everybody's clocked out. We're all just sitting in the fucking changing rooms because everybody
We'll have a
kens.
sit about.
Everybody kens that this dildo's in the back of Kev's car. We're just sitting there like, aye. And then Kev finally noticed. I got to like 47 or something before he noticed. And then he was like, "What the fuck are we still doing here?" Fucking way goes, clocks out, and then everybody's right at him, trying to get in the car behind him on the way up the fucking road.
I was sat behind him, man, and
What was it? Just like taped to the bumper?
no,
or what,
I
or?
cable tied it onto.
I was flopping about in that.
When he was driving, just the tip of the bell end was skipping off the flare, so it was fucking swinging, man. It was hilarious. Like I about crashed the car. I seen Campbell because Campbell's in front of me, I think,
Aye.
and he was veering off in that, man. He must have been pissing himself. Fucking not be able to
That's
drive.
quality.
Aye,
And the
Campbell
first
was
photo I've ever seen of you was you lying in your boxers on top of somebody's car.
That was Kev's car. It was
Was
the
it
same
Kev?
car. It's the same car, aye.
Poor Kev, man.
Fucking, I know. I don't know why I did. Oh, he put a bumper sticker on the back of my car, and it was like registered paedophile or something. I never noticed it, so I was like, it was at the weekend
still
and stuff,
there.
man. So I was like driving a bit with it all weekend, and I was like picking my nieces up for school and shit. So the looks I got, man, were fucked. Like,
That's quality. Picking your
then-
nieces up for primary school, you've got registered pedo stuck to the back of your car.
I don't know what made me think of it, but I just remember stripping off and then running out into the car park and just fucking lying there. Got the wee pose in that, and everyone was taking pictures. It was Greg, wasn't it?
Aye.
Greg Stitt, shout out to him. He was taking pictures.
He was your enabler.
He was.
You'd think of something and be like, oh, should I do this? And we'd all be like, it's a bit far, isn't it? And Greg's just like, do it, banjo.
Just turns into a motivate. He's like the wee devil on your shoulder. Stay it, man. It'll be a laugh. Turns into a wee motivational speaker. You've got to live your best life, Banjo. You might as well just take these risks. Enjoy yourself.
I'm glad I did, man. I wouldn't change anything. Like,
Oh, it was a good laugh.
I'd probably still have the job if I was you.
it was when I choked Ryan and fucking thought I'd kill him. We were fucking a bit, man.
Having a wee play fight, you nearly killed the pair boy.
DDT'd him onto a concrete flare.
I thought he came in to kind of spear me, and I just like I put my arm in his neck, and I started squeezing, and I jumped up with my legs to wrap him around him.
So you DDT'd him onto a concrete flare.
Well, I thought like I never hit his head, so like I must have knocked him out.
And then kept choking
And
him.
then he kept choking him. But when I was choking him, I seen his arm going limp, and every cunt was round me, like watching. And I seen his arm going limp, so I rolled him out, and I was like, he's out. And every cunt just disappeared. Like, they all just went their separate way.
Turned round and we were like, I've got tidying up to do. I'm not involved.
I've only got an hour left. I better go and get this thing done before I finish.
I thought
I need to not be in this area.
He was not well when he woke up. Like
I'm not
He was
surprised.
ill, man. I've been choked out before, man. I felt brand new when I woke up. But I think it's because
best sleep I've had in years.
I think it's because he rattled his head.
Aye.
Having a concussion will generally make you feel.
I messaged his missus and I was like, make sure he doesn't sleep tonight. Like, just keep him up.
Just keep him awake on it.
Fuck's sake.
Fear to die in his sleep.
Pierce Sewell.
No, he's a good lad though.
Just wandering the streets like a.
I know.
Poor
Cunt, man. He's not within his own house.
That's a wee shame.
Aye.
Poor wee
Poor
Sewell.
boy.
What can he do?
Right.
Such is life.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that picture? I sent you that picture of me almost getting wiped out by the jet.
Shite.
Fucking. I thought it was going to be in the news that night.
It was nowhere near he.
It was. I swear to God,
About a
man.
mile
It
and a
was.
half away.
It was. What wasn't it?
Ah,
It
it
came in, seen me, and then belted right.
So,
Came
for
round.
folk that didn't care, Banjo is getting off his phone to go paragliding, and he claims that when he was paragliding, this jet nearly fucking wiped him out.
It came in, right? It came in, and I seen it. Well, I heard it first, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Dad was radioing me, but you're got to get wiped out here. And nice knowing you.
With that amount of concern in his voice.
Your father just like, I probably get wiped out. Don't know what your mum's making
It'd
for
be more
tea.
worried
actually.
about the fucking paraglider.
Is it sausage casserole then? I can't imagine. Oh, you'll not need any, Willie. You'll be dead.
And it came in and it seen me and then it belted right and then went round me and then belted back in. But I was above it and I was like, oh, wee jet there. But I thought it was going to leave a trail.
Wee jet there. What?
Shut the fuck up,
I
man.
thought it was going to leave
no
a
way.
trail of air to fucking push me, but I never.
Did they not leave?
No, and I
No.
never felt it with the paraglider because you would feel it and it would
Aye.
push you, but it never. So
Oh, there you go.
Because there was no jet there, mate.
I sent you a picture. I'll even put a picture on this.
It was a picture. It was a really shite picture.
It's just a big bird.
With literally just like a couple of pixels were black, and
No.
Banjo was like, "There it is, there."
That's because I screenshotted it for a video.
Bearing-
The belted past that quick. I had to try and time it right to screenshot it.
Well, you fucked that up.
Bearing in mind,
That's
with,
why you didn't
with
do the
Banjo's
editing.
size, this thing the size of a jet could have been a crow.
That's it.
Just it. I'll show you the video.
Because you're quite small.
Show you the video. I'm too light for that paraglider. I
Oh,
get
yeah.
I get dragged everywhere, man.
And you get on that alpha brain, start bulking up again.
Alpha brain's for your brain.
Well,
Hence
get
the
on,
name.
get on something then.
Get some protein, mate.
Is it not supposed to like
No.
up your testosterone and get you a bit more motivated?
Just,
and that, no?
helps you focus and
It's
stuff.
supposed to sharpen
Oh,
your mind.
Yeah.
Talking about bodies and shit like that, and you and your ankle and fucking it. Seen this story this week. Paralysed man moves in mind-reading exoskeleton. So this boy's been paralysed for however long.
Aye, that's fucking mental,
Big
man.
fucking robot suit on him. Can't come back. There's a picture right there. Other guy. He can now walk.
Shit.
What do you think about that, mate?
How long's he been paralysed for?
I'll just
A few years.
I imagine quite
That's.
a while.
I think that's fucking.
His legs
mental,
aren't
man.
that skinny though. Usually,
That's cyberpunk as fuck. That's quality.
usually the muscle would start deteriorating.
Aye, that's why he needs the exoskeleton.
I know, but it doesn't look that skinny there though.
4 years ago, he fell
4
15 metres in an incident at a nightclub 4 years ago.
Fucking hell, 50 metres.
15.
Uh-oh.
The injury to his spinal cord left him paralysed.
You've got a look in your face like that's nothing. That's,
15 meters
Did he
is
fall
big.
down the stairs? Like?
15 meters is like,
he's got through at the venue, broke
Mate.
his fucking spine.
that's 7 of me. And
Aye.
then some. 7 and
You
a
always
half.
use these sell as a comparison.
I mean, I can't use
mean-
you. It'd be like 2.5 million banjos.
That's a fair point.
But aye, the injury to his spinal cord left him paralysed, and he spent the next 2 years in hospital.
that's a shame.
And
man.
now he can walk with the help of this exoskeleton that reads his mind.
How does it get chosen for something like
Asking.
Probably. Aye.
Can
I would think.
that? Can I?
Did
Can I
it
get?
say he
you
was
would-
chosen for the? What did it say?
Can I get an exoskeleton, please?
Nah, they'll probably run
took
tests on
part
like a
in
few
a-
hundred folk.
Trial with Clinitech and the University of Grenoble. There you go. I guess they were just like fancy it, and he's like,
Why are you laughing?
Aye.
Like that's not a real place. Because he said
Say
the
it again.
University of
Grenoble.
Grenoble, and you went.
I was like knob gobble. That's all I could think of.
fuck's sake. French lab, aye. And apparently there was a woman
Good on him,
paralysed,
like.
can control her arm with mind as well.
Well, that's fuck all compared to the exoskeleton, isn't it?
Well, it's progress, isn't it?
She was outdone there, like shouting her achievement.
I don't think she made it for herself.
Nah,
be fair.
I'm proud of them though. That's fucking
Well,
brilliant.
do you think that's got to be a thing in the future, Banjo,
I
where
fucking hope
folks
so.
start having like robotic shit on them and that? I mean, we've already
I
got the
do.
thing with like Google Glasses where
Aye, they,
folk are got to be wearing it.
They freaked folk out though, didn't they?
Aye.
In video the other time. No, I think that's fucking. I think it's got to be a thing.
Would you go for some cybernetics? And
Fucking
if
right,
so,
I would.
which would you go for first? Like,
Bigger.
let's say arm, leg, whatever.
Vibrating cock.
I want a ribbed cock that can vibrate.
I want a wee thing put in my willy that disinfects it.
Self cleaner. I don't know, man. Fucking. I'd probably just gone for the whole exoskeleton, like.
Just get rid of the lot and start again.
Just the whole thing.
Just
put
a
your-
brain.
just
You
start
put
it.
it
a brain in
your
a jar.
In a
Start
jar.
it,
In a fucking robot's body.
Imagine that, man. Like,
The
be
most
able
retarded robot you've
So
ever
be
seen in
like-
your fucking life.
to jump fucking jump 50 meters in there and that, and
I don't think,
Right, steady on.
for clarity's sake, I don't think this exoskeleton the guy's using right now can do that.
I don't know.
I think it can help you walk. It's definitely not doing 50
Why
meter
make
jumps.
eye contact when you're doing that? That's awful.
'Cause I like to picture that I'm farting in your mouth.
Oh man,
It makes me feel better.
I think they're got to get that far soon though.
Do you think?
So superhuman strength in that. I watched a video of a guy fucking ken like a transformer thing. No, I ken what's it called? Avatar.
Aye.
Ken how that guy's in that wee machine where he controls it and stuff.
Well, are
Ken-
you talking what he's in the machine to control the avatar? Is that the machine you're
No,
talking
like Ken the
about?
army, how they've got the.
He's in a wheelchair and then he goes into
No,
the
no,
machine.
no. I'm talking about like see when the army turns bad, like with the bad enemy because they're wrecking the.
The
fucking-
big ass robots with like guns
Aye.
mounted
Oh,
on them.
aye.
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 There's a video of folk in them, and it's fucking, and you'll be able to pick up.
I think you've
some
been
shit.
watching Iron Man.
No, I
Aye.
swear to God, man, right? There is things.
Was the guy called Tony Stark?
Fuck yous. Fuck yous.
Sunglasses, kind of funny looking beard.
He's dead now, spoiler alert, Endgame.
That
Aye.
film's only been out for 6 months.
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched Spider-Man Far From Home as well. It was quite
that
good.
was good.
I've not
I
seen
liked
that
it.
yet.
That was good.
I
I'm
liked
not.
it.
I didn't really care about Spider-Man though.
Thought it could have been
The
better.
new, I like the new Spider-Man because it was like. Did
Bring
you ever
back
watch?
Tobey Maguire.
Well, did you ever watch Spider-Man the cartoon when it was on?
Yeah.
Fox Kids.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it's the same as that Spider-Man. Kind of like he'd see like some new villain and he'd be like, "Holy shit, that's amazing! Oh, that's so cool! You can do this, that, and the next thing, and whatever." Like he still had like the attitude of a kid. Rather, it's just he was meant to be a kid, but he was like really mature and
Aye.
stuff like that. He's back to being like that.
Ah,
I'd really like
I rate Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he's good.
Tom Holland's quality, man.
But
He's really good.
you're not a Spider-Man fan, Banjo.
I
Who's your
like-
favourite superhero?
Oh fuck. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Rattle off a couple of names.
Wolverine.
Venom. Venom's my favourite. I think he's class.
Venom's
good.
good.
Like, don't know.
Who else we got? Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, fucking... I don't fucking know. Aquaman. I'm just going through all the
Green Lan-
mans.
If I had a body, I would have Jason Momoa's body. He was
Aye.
that guy's fucking.
if I had a body,
If I like, well, you've seen my
You've
body.
got
now.
Thor,
Aye.
Iron Man, Hulk, Catwoman, Black
Captain
Widow,
America.
Captain America.
Do you know what? He's just gonna pick Catwoman so he could look at himself naked all day.
Oh wait, if I could be them.
No, who's your favourite?
Who's your favourite?
Oh right. Oh fuck knows. If I could be them, it'd be Catwoman. Right?
Which Catwoman? The Halle Berry one or the one that was in Batman 3? I can't remember her name.
Halle Berry.
No. Halle Berry had the standalone movie. And then there was one in
What
Batman
about that
3.
lassie? Who's Harley Quinn?
Oh,
Margot Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Margot Robbie. Yeah, man. They're making a thingy. She's getting like it's not her own film, but they're making a film with her.
See, Joker film's coming out though.
Yeah, I don't.
Apparently it is shit hot, by the way.
Well,
Aye.
see the thing.
But it is.
Yeah, I've
meant to be
seen
mental.
that, but the only thing that I'm a bit like, I'm not
read
sure
it.
about it,
I'm
is
half of it.
because the whole thing about Joker was like, you didn't ken why he was mental. Do you know what I mean?
I just didn't. It's a choice of who's playing Joker is important to me. Like,
Joaquin Phoenix apparently
Joaquin
knocks
Phoenix-
it out of the fucking
Aye.
park. Apparently this movie is shit hot.
apparently, he started becoming a wee bit mental.
No, I think he apparently went mental for a bit. Like he was pretending to be mental for a bit,
Aye.
for some attention, I guess. I don't know.
I rate Joaquin Phoenix like he's
Oh
a good
yeah,
actor.
mate. See when he was in Johnny Cash Walk the Line. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Beast mode.
When you seen that? Like?
Have you never seen Walk the Line?
No.
The Johnny Cash film. Oh my god, man, it's amazing. It's phenomenal. You'll not listen to anything but Johnny Cash for like a month. It's like how you watch Bohemian Rhapsody, then you listen to anything but Queen for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I've not seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's good, man.
No, I've not seen
I want to see Rocket Man as well, but I'm not really that big a fan of Elton John.
I like Elton John. Like, I like his music.
Well, you would.
It's class, man. It's class. It's good. Like, I wouldn't watch
Can
the
you
film.
see you standing there, at, like sitting in your living room,
I love you, Elton.
in your pants, like Rocket Man.
Ironing board and that. No, it's good.
Your wee sequin shirts and everything. Brilliant.
Spandex.
My thing with the Joker film, like I always like one of the reasons I liked the Joker is because you didn't ken where he came from.
So you didn't want him to get an origin story?
I didn't really like him having an origin story. I think he'd be fit. Like I don't know, because for what I've seen of like the trailers and that. To be fair, I've not seen the film, so I can't say I could be wrong. But it's like he's just a clown that gans mental.
I think there'll be more to it than that.
There's more to it than that, but like from the trailers, it's like he's
Yeah, well, you
he's
can't
already
give
like
away
a
the movie
party
in the
clown.
trailer.
I know, obviously.
Like, the trailer's supposed to get you in the door.
I feel like I don't know.
But
I just didn't like him having an origin story. I don't think.
how's it? Is it
I
guy
didn't like that
syncing
about
with
Venom
Suicide
either.
Squad?
No. This is complete standalone from anything else in
Yeah.
DC. It doesn't have anything to do with Batman, like the Dark Knight trilogy, or Suicide Squad, or anything like
Yeah.
that. This is just
just
standalone
A
Right.
Joker film.
Joker film.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
They're bringing out another Suicide Squad as well. They're redoing it.
Yeah, they're not just doing it with the lassies though.
No, they've announced.
I think
they
it sort of
announced the
focus.
cast.
I think it
Margot
more
Robbie's,
foc-
but I
it
think
more
she's the only
focuses on Harley
survivor.
Quinn.
I like the start of that film when it's telling you about things, telling you about them. They could have done so much better with that film, I think. Though.
What, Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
I liked it, man.
I liked it, but I think
I wasn't expecting it to be like this amazing superhero film. Like I was expecting it to be like just a film that was like a good laugh,
Decent,
and it was
aye.
fine. Like there was nothing wrong with it. I could sit and watch it quite happily. It had plenty of funny bits in it. It had like plenty of action and that in it. Like that flame guy, he's fucking badass.
So there's
Just turns into this badass fucking Aztec god of fire and just starts fucking wrecking the joint. Like
So the returning cast for it are Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Jai Courtney who plays Captain Boomerang, Joe Kinnaman who was Rick Flag, who's the soldier guy that led them.
yeah,
Viola Davis was Amanda Waller. She was like the black lassie that was like the bad woman, whatever. The
Oh,
that
the
set
government
up the
women,
team.
yeah.
There's John Cena's in it. Can't fucking see me. I think who else was in it? Fucking Idris Elba. Rate him.
He's just the invisible man because you can't see John Cena. That'd be amazing. That'd be next level. See if they just went, John Cena's in it, but didn't they just didn't they put him in the film and just went, because you can't see John Cena. That'd be brilliant.
They're the names I recognise anyway.
Yeah.
Well, there's like a full cast release for it. Oh, Taika Waititi as well. He's in it. He done Thor Ragnarok. He was in that. He directed it as well. He's funny as fuck. Rate him.
I like that.
But aye, it's coming out.
I
Exciting
didn't like the
times.
thought of Joker having an origin story. Like I always liked him because as far as I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. In the comics, he never really got an origin story, or like
I
they've
wouldn't
redone it
have.
like a few times. Like
Aye.
I don't think he ever got like this. This is the Joker. This is why he
Yeah.
came. Like he just kind of turned up. And his whole thing, because I remember with like even with the Batman games, when you looked into like, because I like to read through the character bios and shit, because I'm cool like that.
Sitting having your dinner,
Well,
just like I'll do
No,
that.
well, his whole thing was like his clothes. They didn't know where they
Yeah,
came from. They weren't
yeah.
like they didn't have labels or anything.
All
So like
custom, didn't
he's made them all sell and shit like that. Like
I've got some.
he's like
high
a different kind of
expectations for
mental that they
film.
just can't diagnose, and that was why Harley Quinn went mental, because she was the doctor that was supposed
Yeah,
to be interviewing him. Harleen Quinzelli. They obviously stretched
Someone
the name
like
a bit
that.
so they could make it so the Joker could be like, sounds like Harley Quinn. But yeah, I like that. It was the same with Venom. I didn't like Venom at all.
what the movie?
Yeah, not for the story,
what's
because
his
the
name?
whole
Tom Hardy,
yeah, I like Tom Hardy as Venom,
Beast Mode.
and I liked most of the film. The thing that I didn't
Carnage was
like
in
was
it as
the
well.
whole fucking origin thing where,
Yeah.
and like, 'cause I think with the comics, all the other symbiotes came off Venom, and in this one, Venom's just part of a crew of symbiotes that are just running about on an asteroid.
Aye,
And
they're from
Venom-
a different planet.
Aye, and like Venom was like the little bitch of the squad.
Yeah.
And I'm
Aye.
like, no. The whole thing about Venom is like he's the symbiote, and the only one that's near as strong as him is meant to be Carnage. Well, and Null, but that's a kind of new thing.
I don't know,
Null's meant to be like the symbiote god, basically.
but Venom was cool. I liked Venom.
I like the thing. I just didn't like the whole Venom's a little bitch. Like his whole thing
Aye.
is he's this fucking absolute monster. Like he's a beast. That's just me being fussy though.
Nah, I
I
see
got,
where
I
you're
got
coming
quite
from with that. I
pernickety
agree
with
with
like
that,
comics and films
aye.
and that.
The thing is, it's
I
hard.
don't even read comics that much, but
Aye.
I do
I
like
think-
them.
Introducing a new character, especially to a movie, you need to have an origin story. And for folk that, like you, that are kind of more into like the comics and shit, it's
Yeah.
always got to let you down. Get what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
it
you're
wasn't
like,
a let down. Like I liked Tom Hardy as the cast. I thought he played it well, and the action was good.
aye,
But if they just like all they would have had today was just say like it's not a group of symbiotes. There's one symbiote which is Venom, and they've been pulling samples off it to try and make these other ones. That's all they had today, and
Aye.
I'd have been totally fine with that.
I wonder where they'll go with it. It goes back to the thing where the only company that really seems to do superhero movies well right now is Marvel. Like, because DC's just
They've
in
got
a
a f-
fucking shitter.
I don't know, man. They like DC's films and stuff.
I think I rated Wonder Woman. That was it.
Wonder Woman was good. I liked Aquaman. I didn't mind that.
I didn't.
Ah man, nah.
I
Yeah, I didn't
I,
like
I didn't
Aquaman.
rate the Justice League movie. I thought that was kind of shit. Was it Dawn of the Justice League or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it was? Didn't rate that.
I thought Aquaman was just too. I seen it as too kind of shit. Like the
It was just too shite to
too
be
shit.
good.
Shite, mate.
no, see when they were like under the water and that, and I just knew that there was something off about it. It just looked too sci-fi. If you get what I mean?
It's a superhero film.
I know, but like, it's just man. I was expecting him to like talk to a
You
shark.
can't breathe for that long underwater.
No, I, was,
the fuck?
I don't know what it was.
Who's this guy think he is? Michael Phelps.
It just looked too fucking. I don't know. What it was.
Didn't
about.
rate it.
No, I was expecting him to like talk to a shark and that, and just can't fuck him up. And then I'd been
Fuck's
happy with that.
sake.
Like I would have been sound.
So the only problem you had with the film is he didn't talk to a shark.
Jesus.
Didn't really talk to any fish, did he?
Well, he did. He talked to all the fish, and then talked to that big
Never really
what,
said
kraken.
much. Like,
Was it a kraken?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Some ancient monster of the deep
Some piece of shit.
that killed Poseidon. Maybe.
I never remember films like.
We learned that
I'll watch
quite
it for-
fucking clearly.
Aye.
I watched
Didn't
a
he
film
ken
like
that Eli
yesterday.
was blind in the
Fucking
Book of
mad.
I
Eli?
still need to rewatch that, man. I actually need to pay attention to that.
I can't believe you. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be last week's podcast. It'd be
No.
It'll be on Monday.
Aye.
Monday,
Good
aye.
morning.
Christ.
That was last week's for the folk listening to this one.
Aye. It's kind of weird because we record them like obviously beforehand.
When we can.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, I've got another news story. It's got a bit more kind of serious.
And that last one, wasn't he?
Well, no, I was
Kurt was
I was-
fucking comatose for 4
I
years.
was asking you about like fucking what cybernetic enhancement you would like. Mate.
Oh, aye.
And you were just
And
kind
you-
of panned it off, and we're like, I'd like to have a vibrating cock. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, he's a
So-
shite ride the new anyway, for what I've heard.
By every cunt.
so Scotland becomes first UK country to ban smacking. So it's like smacking wains.
Mate,
I thought that has been banned for ages.
Wains.
Scotland has become the first country in the UK to make it a criminal offence for parents to smack their children. The ban on all physical punishment was backed overwhelmingly by 84 votes to 29 by the Scottish Parliament on Thursday afternoon. The move will give children in Scotland the same protection from assault as adults when it comes into force. There you go, mate.
Did you just get
Shite.
scalped as Waynes?
I did.
Shite.
Did you get
The amount of folk that ask, even now, as young adults, they need a fucking scalp.
Did you get hit when you were
Oh,
away?
fucking right, I did. It shows.
You've got the brain damage to prove it.
I used to come in and I would piss mum off or whatever. And mum would fucking shout at me and all that. I wouldn't give a fuck. She'd be like, your dad's aiming in there. You're getting a fucking kicking now. I was like, oh shit. So
me kicked up into the lobby.
me and my sister, like, if
your father tucks his trainers off, puts his boots on so he can
well,
leather.
That was it. He used to come in the door and I used to try and get up the stairs to get away from him, and he would come in for work with his steel toe caps on. And on the
Hoof you right up the hoop.
On the second stair, he would catch me in the arse with his fucking bits, man. And I would crumble like. I just rolled in the stairs, man, in agony. But when he was raging in that, it was I used to run into Stacey's room, like my sister, because he would fucking boot the door down and that, trying to leather me. And because I'm in Stacey's room, she would share the beating with me. She used to do the same. To
Maybe
me
actually that would make you an advocate for there's no point hitting your wains, to be fair, because you're still a prick.
No, I would scalp my wains like.
Aye.
Not anymore, mate.
No,
Got to jail.
Just wait till you get.
I see so many fucking wains that need a hiding, man.
You do.
Didn't get me wrong. There is some folk that like
Within
we're
reasonable bounds, I would say.
Aye.
Like, you shouldn't just be getting him and like kicking the fuck out your wains.
Aye. Like,
they've done something wrong,
I'm not saying like rattle your fucking wain with a right hook.
Aye.
A slap on the fingers or a slap on the arse or something.
It'll sort you
fine.
out, like.
With a fucking belt.
But like, well, the amount because I work in the shop.
Echoed that. Didn't
You
I?
have like some folk you see. They take it way far. Like, their wains like, oh, mum, can I get a sweet? And then they get mental, like, no, I've tell you, you're not getting a sweet. And they're like hauling them about with the arm and that. And I'm like, mate, calm the fuck down. All you had to say was, no. Now, to be fair, I didn't have wains, so I can't really put too much into this.
To be fair, I was in a shop a couple of weeks ago, right? And this fucking Wayne, man. And I felt so sorry for the mum. I think she was a single mum, but this Wayne was going fucking nuts.
Wasn't it yours, was it?
No, fuck no, man.
To watching his wains fade in the aisle.
Not my problem.
See how little Timmy's getting on.
No, this Wayne was going fucking nuts, telling his mum to go fuck herself and that. Like,
How old was the Wayne?
I'm about 8, 9, 7. Fuck knows. Fuck knows.
Smash him.
Honestly, man, I was like,
Banjo run and drop kick.
Aye.
Boom.
you know, I was thinking of kidnapping him, just fucking taking him away for a few years and scare the fuck out of him. But
Didn't he kidnap a wain?
I got us frowned up on.
Maybe you should get that fucking sticker back on your bumper, man. Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Yeah, I felt so sorry for
Kidnap
him.
a stranger's wain. That got dark real
I would
quick.
return him, like, just fuck it.
I'd bring him back.
Just with enough trauma that he wouldn't misbehave again.
Exactly, aye. Taught a lesson. This jumper's so comfy, by the way.
Thanks, man.
What do you
Nice.
think about it, mate?
Mate, there's a lot of wains that need a slap and other folk that need to ken how to properly deal with their wains.
Aye.
Like, I think that's where they get a big thing about smacking wains. Because I didn't like to see wains get a slap.
But if you need it, you need it at the end of the
like-
day.
You judge it though. See if you
for-
see it
for
in a
nothing.
shop or on
See,
the street, you judge it.
For nothing.
That's a thing. I didn't agree with it in public.
Aye.
Like, because it's the same. It goes back to the same thing where it's like, see when you see couples going at each other in public, I'm like, this is
Aye.
not the place to do this.
Aye, you want to fuck off? You're ruining my Saturday afternoon.
Ken, you do it behind closed
You're
doors.
making mine.
You do it behind closed doors and out the way.
Phones it.
Ken, what I mean?
Mm.
Because when you date in public, that's what's got to happen. It's
Yeah.
got to get on a phone, and then it's got to get passed
Aye.
around, and then things are got to get said.
You've got to
and
be
then
a
you're gotta be the
child
cunt. And folk didn't always ken the whole story either. So then when you take it outside and date in public, they're only seeing, like, say you're
Aye.
hitting a Wayne.
Aye.
It's completely
Well-
you're removed from the rest of the context of the story.
I think if, like, for me, if I see it, if a wain's being a dick and is like, stop it, keeps being a dick, stop it, last chance.
3 strikes and you're out.
That third strike, right, dick, fucking stop it, we're going home. Like, that's how it, for me, that's how it should go.
Mm.
Like,
I definitely think it's a mistake to ban it, but
aye. You need that in your back pocket, I feel like, as a parent. You need to be able to be like, wind your fucking neck in or I'm going to break your jaw. Like, get the fuck. Obviously, you're not actually going to. But I think even I don't know, man. It's hard. I think folk need to be learning how to be better parents. Because
I like how the three folk are sitting.
No, like well, to be fair, well, me and Hog haven't got any wains, and Banjo doesn't have anything to do with his, so it's a bit different.
You're like Irwin Banjo.
Aye.
So.
I don't have wains, by the way. Before anybody starts hitting me with fucking, oh, you didn't pay child
CSA
support, all this.
He doesn't actually have any. It's just a wee joke. We like to play on him.
Yeah.
He does have wains. Because I've seen plenty of like I say, like a lot of. I think I see it more with single parents, I would say, but I don't think it's only necessarily single parents that struggle with it. When they're in a shop and their wain's being a cunt, and they just look like, can you just fucking know? And like, I don't know if it's maybe like the wains are only spoiled because like if I just get him a sweet 8, he'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And he's got
because like they've got other shit to do. They've got to go to work and then come home and do the housework and then do whatever other shit. Like they did, I imagine a lot of parents didn't get a lot of time with themselves.
Aye.
But at the same time, some wains need a fucking scalp.
They do.
Because I've seen it, like, there's a lassie that comes into the co-op, and it was around start of this year. It was about January or February, and we had like a shitload of wrapping paper left, so we just put it out, and it was like 5 rolls for £1, whatever the fuck it was. And this Wayne came in, pulled Jen out, and started hitting me with it, and I was like, stop that, mate, come on. Took it off him, put it back, and his mum just fucking left. And she's fucked off and just started doing her shopping. And he pulls another unit and starts hitting me. I'm like, right, stop that, pal. No, didn't do that. That's not nice. We need to sell them. Try to be nice and civil.
See if you say
I would have belted him with it. I would have fucking hit him
I
with it.
pulled you out and then wrapped it around his fucking head.
And I put it back, and then his mum's like, all right, Mon, stop doing that. No. Grabbed another yen. Hit me with it. I was like...
Backhand.
And I was like, do you want to get a hold of your Wayne kind of thing?
Do you want to get this beast
said,
under control?
Oh, come on. Looked round and just fucking left and just walked up the aisle. He took another unit, hit me with it, and because his mum was away, I put it out his hand, wrapped him in the head with it, and then he just run away. And he's never misbehaved in front of me again. He used to do it all the time. He'd like knock toilet roll and shit out, and I'm like, I'm cleaning up after him and that. See, I should say it didn't have card or anything in the middle. It was shitey, cheap fucking wrapping paper. So like, it bent round his head. It got it got sconed in the side of his head, and he's never coped the toilet roll or fucking anything again. He always sees me.
In this way?
I can't say who it is.
Aye, obviously.
But he's so well behaved now. He's sort of like, he'll run about and he still has fun, but he doesn't start pooing toys.
I would joke about hitting. I would joke about hitting a Wayne like that, but you've hit somebody else's face.
I've never hit him. I dunted him in the head with some wrapping paper,
which is a weapon.
I didn't care.
You'll be out of jail in 6 months.
Better off with
hopefully.
A fucking scalp.
I didn't care. See now, he doesn't come the cunt. Like he doesn't push it off the shelves and start opening packets and just starts eating shit in the middle of the shop.
You can't be doing that.
Or cowping our toilet roll while his mum's just like, oh, stop it, Jonathan, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Please get me that CCTV footage.
No.
Bring that in. This Wayne hitting you taking off and fucking rattling him.
You're making it sound like a proper scandal. It was like a flick in the forehead. Get what I mean? And I just got the wrapping paper off him, dunted him in the forehead, and that was him. And he went away.
Did he start greeting?
Aye. But I think the greeting was because he was used to like not getting scalped with a bit of wrapping paper, obviously.
It's the fact that he would have ran round to his mum howling and be like, that man's just hit me.
No, he never said anything. She never said anything.
It was too feared to
I ken his mum well enough to be like, that she'd like, if he'd have said that, then she'd have been like, did you just fucking scalp my Wayne? But he never said anything. I didn't care. I was on holiday like a few months ago, and this Wayne was just being a complete and utter cunt. Like, he was saying to the other Waynes, we don't have to do what we're told because they can't do anything to us. And then he started.
These Waynes?
Well, they were ranging between like kind of like, one of them was barely a toddler, like she was still in nappies.
Aye.
To like, it's like 10, 11 year old.
That's a fucking bad age. That
there was like a good mix of like probably 7 or 8 of them all together.
Fucking
Most of them were fine.
Squad.
There was this wee dick.
The ringleader.
That he was for getting punted into the sea. He was doing my fucking head in. And he was sitting annoying folk deliberately, and folk would be like, stop it. And his mother would be like, stop it. His father would be like, stop it. No, I don't have to do what you tell me. Why should I do what you tell me?
You'll get rattled, mate.
And then he started trying to splash me with water. And I'm like, I'm telling you now, if you splash my phone with that water, I'm going to launch you into that swimming pool. No, you'll not. Watch me. And he splashed me and I stood up and I grabbed him and he was like, no! I didn't throw him in, but he never splashed me again. I didn't give a fuck.
Oh man.
You get 3 chances if you're going to take the fucking piss. Fuck you. I didn't. It's not just Wayne's though. I'm the same with folk.
Aye.
Yeah.
See, I'll give folk
Like,
one chance.
If folk are in the pub and like they're annoying me, I'll be like, right, mate.
See, you're a lot
That's
more
enough.
forgiving than I am, though.
Exactly. And I'm
Like-
the one that hits away.
I say,
I'll scone away with some wrapping paper.
I might always say to you, when I meet somebody in the pub for the first time, or I'm speaking to them, within 2 minutes I can tell if like this conversation's gone anywhere.
Aye.
Like within 2 minutes I can tell if I'm probably ever going to speak to that person again. And usually I'm like, no. You'll actually sit and fucking humour them for
I
a
wish
while.
I had that.
I'll
I'd-
humour them. Like
I
normally,
wish
to be fair, it's only because I've had a drink and I'm just like, no, whatever.
I
I'll talk
dunno.
to anybody when I'm steaming. I'm not really that bothered.
Within 2 minutes
Probably
I'm
talk
like,
to more folk than want to talk to me. Like I'm just like, let's get on done, and they're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like I'm the cunt that's steaming in the pub, just
Aye.
talking to every cunt. I'm not bothered.
I'm just like, nah. Like we're never. I already know we're never having another conversation, and then I just walk away. I'm like, fuck this.
You've said like 3 fucking things and I already think you're a moron.
Aye. I've no time for that. I'm not like banjo takes up all the idiots in my
Aye.
life. You take up the quota that I'm
Didn't they
allowed.
say some shit like that? $3.50 a pint, be cheaper than that after Brexit, right? Nah, you're done.
Aye,
You're
we're
out.
out.
Tar the now, see you later. I'm away to play pool.
We had a good game of pool last night, didn't we?
Did I?
I was fucking wrecked.
You were lucky as fuck.
I know. Was it you won, didn't you?
Did I?
Bastard.
We were listening to Wu-Tang Clan and stuff like that.
Nice.
Class, man.
Because Sam's just dead.
I need to go. So guys, carry on with the podcast if you want.
Fucking hell, man. I'm
So-
used to that with my dad.
So he'll give us a phone when he can.
Yeah.
So Dick just got a call out.
Fuck, man. I hate that.
You fucking shit yourself.
My dad, I'm used to that with my dad. His going off and I have to fucking get up and out the way. Yeah,
Fuck's
shite,
sake.
man.
That's not. I'm actually surprised we've went this long, like
Yeah.
recording. This is the first time it's went off.
Fucking hell.
You were fucking. Oh, you were well moving there.
I
I
know,
didn't even
fuck
flinch.
that, man.
I was like, oh fuck.
I'm used to it. It's fucking awful. Like, it's a horrible
Fuck's
feeling.
sake, man.
Yeah.
Well, he might be back. He might not. We'll see.
You want to just slag him off for the next hour? Fucking get him to watch it back and then.
Well, we're 45 minutes in the now. We'll give him till an hour, and if he's not back, we'll just call it. I
a day.
think.
Yeah.
But again, early Tuesday morning,
Aye.
we're struggling a wee bit.
Mate, I'm shattered. Honestly.
What happened to you last night?
2 o'clock this morning, I got a call at Tipolnaki for a carbon monoxide detector. Absolute crap pattern.
See, I
Was
don't
not
see how that
impressed,
works
like.
though. Like, it was the log burner what caused it.
I've no idea. I didn't even get in, mate.
I know.
I didn't even get out the fire engine. I got out the fire engine to have a fag and have a bottle of water, and that was it, man. We weren't needed for that. They just put the fan in to like put some fresh air into the bit or whatever.
Alright.
I think I assume it was the log burner that caused it.
So do you get called out? Like, does somebody phone you and be like, "There's
I
a
think
fire"?
somebody had phoned and
Aye.
be like, "Oh, my carbon monoxide detector's gone off,"
Because usually it's just
Why would they do that? Like, if
because they're carbon monoxide.
Aye, but
detectors.
Did anyone
I've got
die?
I've got you in my house, right, in the living room, because we've got a log burner. If that goes off, I'm either got to put it on mute, like, or I'm just got to open the doors and just air the bit out for a bit.
Ah, well, some folk get worried, didn't they?
Aye.
But-
Some folk didn't want to die.
I'll just
A
be like, I'll
gruesome
just sit
death.
in this fucking living room and wait for the firemen to come and fucking.
No,
bust
you
in
would
the
stand
door.
outside, mate.
Just stand outside.
Where they
You,
stand
if you
outside.
think there's carbon monoxide in your house, you don't be like, I think there's carbon monoxide in here. I'll just stand here and wait on the
Aye.
fire showing up. You would leave the house.
My fire alarm upstairs, man, is like a wee. It's quieter than my phone.
Is
just
it?
goes, whoo, 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 whoo. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Get yourself.
Urian used to go off with a shower because it's like right outside the bathroom,
Yeah.
so we just didn't it.
Did you see this? I seen a
Again,
thing. It was like,
fuck that.
oh, what was it? It was like, oh, I took the batteries out of my carbon monoxide detector because it kept going off and it was making me feel dizzy and giving me a sore head. But we went to that, so I was already shattered. Could have been sitting playing Days Gone for like a couple of hours because it was like, I've not had a day off. I'm just got to sit and chill the night.
Aye.
I think I headed to my bed about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Back up at 2. Went and done that. We were away like an hour. And I got back into my bed. My air's hit the mattress so I could lie down, and my phone started going, and it was the alarm company for the co-op being like, "Oh hiya, the intruder alarm's going off at the co-op." And I'm like, "So you want to phone the police?" Like,
Do you need
not
to?
me.
Do you need to like bust down there and like?
I had to go and down. They're like, "Oh, you want to just give the phone back in 15 minutes and let us care what's going
And
on."
what
in
happens
there?"
if somebody's like robbing the bit?
Well, I'm fucked, ain't I?
Like, do you
Yeah,
just?
I mean-
It's getting stabbed. It's going to be a break
No,
into
no. Well, I went down. I was like,
Is that their job to not check it?
well, no. I would assume that I thought that they.
I would thought
phone
they'd
the
phone
police.
police. Aye, that would make sense.
But no, that's not how it works. They apparently phone somebody that's quite content in their bed. Pardon me. And get them to go and check it, and then it's on them. So, well, we'll let you ken it was going
Imagine if it was me. They phoned me and they're like, "Highway, check this out," and there's like folk robbing, but I'd be like, "Fucking take anything you want." Like,
Keep some.
Lads,
just drop
lads,
a pack
throw a
of
new
fags.
toaster in that into my car and say it was yours.
Like, fuck that, man.
No, I just went down in the car and I used the non-emergency number for the police. I was like, I don't know if this is worth these coming out, but I'm not getting in there on my own.
Was the doors open? Like,
I went down with the car and I couldn't see anything. Like, I think what's happened is like a sensor in the back doors went off or something.
yeah,
But I put a thing on the group chat, like the management group chat. I was like, I've just had a phone call on that. Like, we need to get that logged so we can get it sorted. Like, it's pretty urgent, obviously, if it's got to set the intruder alarm off.
Aye.
My manager texted me back like 2 minutes later and was like, "No bother, thanks very much. Make sure we get on Tara and you can get paid for that call out." And I'm like, "Why are you still awake? What are you doing?"
he's probably the company's probably phoned him and he'd be
Aye.
like, "I just phoned Deek, man, and fuck
Phone
that,
Deek.
I'm not going."
I didn't ken. I can't have been no, I don't know if maybe he would have made me. Well, it sounds sexist, but I'm the only team manager, like the only team leader that stays in CD. That's a guy.
Yeah, where
Aye.
does he stay? The manager.
Well, he stays in Kirkcudbright.
Aye, he's
The
I
other
get-
the other
what's
guy
happened
stays in
is-
Newton. So I assume they
Aye.
phoned him and he's went,
phone Deek.
I'm not travelling 10
Here's
miles
this
to go
wee
and check
cunt's
that
number,
out.
just fucking wake him up.
Aye.
Well, they did phone and they were like, "Oh, you're a key holder for the co-op, right?" And I'm like, aye. "Oh, the intruder alarm's going off." Right? Phone the police, mate. So I phoned the non-emergency number.
Did they come down?
Aye. The guy's
Did
like,
they?
"Oh, if you just like, give 5 minutes, man, keep your phone with you in that."
They get the taser out and the fucking bat on and be like, "Let's do this shit."
No, mate.
No, mate.
They just turn up and go, "You alright? What's going on?"
Did they go in?
You've had plenty
Aye,
of.
they came in with me to check it all. Like,
Did they? I bet you looked like a right bitch getting walked in by the police in your fucking shop.
honestly, when I looked at sort of, like the police, I was like, I maybe would have been alright myself if this is my backup.
I would have sat in the car when they went in, man, doors locked.
I
fucking-
sat in my car, like just sitting there with the headlights on, like I'm not moving till these guns get here. Like I'm not getting into that dark ass fucking shop on my own.
Wait,
like.
do the lights not stay on?
No,
No, I don't
Oh,
know.
right.
they automatically turn off at 11,
Oh no, fuck that, man. I'd be
so the bit's in total darkness, and I'm like, nope,
no.
no thanks.
Imagine the police rock up and you're there with a fucking like wrap a fucking what's it called? Wrapping
Rolling
paper.
Again,
Looking for this weekend.
leather in a Wayne. Seen some Waynes that were out in that because they were getting excited on their skill holidays.
That
so
Wayne's
I just
come
thought
back
I'd come
to
down and
fuck
sort
you
them
up.
out.
There was Waynes that stole your bike for the co-op the other day, was there not?
Oh, them pair of wee bastards, man. Honestly, I was for having them. Like, I'm not joking.
Because you cycled in and leave your bike outside
I usually leave my bike like
at the front door.
at the front door
Aye.
because I'm like, well, if I get a call out, I can jump on my bike. Touch wood, and normally I can get like a lift or something up.
Aye.
But I'll leave the bike there just in case. And I'm standing at the front door, and I was on like back shift or something, and I'm like, where the fuck's my bike went? Thinking it had been like Craig had been in
Aye.
or something, and been like, oh, I'll move it in the corner.
Aye.
Or like Robert or someone had done like, the other guys at work in that. And I was like, the fuck is it? Like, I'm gonna have to check the CCTV. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, did I bring my bike with me? You're
having your
I
that
didn't
moment.
I didn't remember walking down here. And like I didn't leave it anywhere else.
Aye.
And I'm checking the CCTV, expecting to find like Robert finishing work
Aye.
and like putting it in the corner, being like,
Or like taking it over to Wilco's or something
Aye,
like that.
something
Just
like
something. Aye.
and these two wee dicks just wander into the shop. One of them was on a bike already, and they wandered into the shop, got their shit, walked back out, and they're kind of looking like at the bike, which is a piece of shit. Like it's fucked anyway.
Aye.
Like it does the job, kind of thing, and nothing else. And they were eyeing it up on the way in, and then they gone back out, and this wee dick just gets on it and just fucks off. And I was like, you fucking cheeky little bastard.
You ken who it was?
Oh, I ken exactly who it was. I got
Aye.
my bike back the next day.
Did he?
Aye, I got my bike back the next day, like.
Because we do walking up and down the tune.
Oh, I finished work that night. I finished work at 10 o'clock. And I was like, I'm finning these wee cunts and I'm going to have them. I was like, I'm going to slap fuck at them. I didn't give a fuck. And they were only like, I don't know, they're maybe like 15 or something.
I would have slapped
was like,
him, like.
I didn't give a fuck. This cunt's getting this bike wrapped in his fucking head. I didn't care.
Did you burst the other cunt's tires?
And
You
no,
never
I
fun
never
them.
fun them.
Oh, right.
It was pissing wet rain and I'm wandering down the town and the police van came up and they're like, you alright? And I was like, haven't you seen two 15-year-old boys on bikes, by the way, have you? And I gave them like a description of the two boys. And the guy kind of looked at me, he's like, no.
I just
And
want to
he's
touch
kinda-
them.
He's looking between like me and then the fella in the van with him. And I'm like, it's because they stole my bike earlier, by the way. So I want my fucking bike back. Alright, no bother. And then he dropped the other guy off and he took a statement in that. And then I was saying to one of the boys that night that I came for the tune, I was like, keep an eye out for my bike and give me a shout. Like, if you see it at all, just I need it back. It's not
Aye.
even mine, it's meant to be Emma's. And he texts me the following morning about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and he's like, your bike's sitting up like Abercrombie Road, by the way, mate. And I'm like,
Fucking
fucking
right.
me bastards. Went down, got the bike, and the policeman, when he took the statement, he was like, use the CCTV footage and drop it into the police station in the morning. I was like, sound no worries. Dropped that off, went and got the bike. No, sorry, I went and got the bike, then dropped it off. I went, I have to bring this in. I've got the bike back, but they still fucking stole it.
Aye.
We arseholes. And she was like, that's fine, no worries, that's cool. Fine, whatever, he says. And I was going it to my mum's that night, and I drove past where I found my bike, and the 2 wee cunts were there. Aye. And I got out the car, and it looked shady as fuck, so I picked my hood up and put my head down so they didn't see who it was, because none of them knew who I was, and they knew it was my bike. And I wandered up, and I was like, and they're talking to this old woman, and they're like, oh, excuse me, you haven't seen a bike lying down here, have you? We think it was stolen for the co-op yesterday. Just as I got for me to the door away for them, and I was like,
Did you give me cunt?
did you tell her who stole the bike, you fucking thieving wee bastard? And this woman just looked at me, looked at her husband, and just fucking left him, like. And I was like, ever fucking steal from me again, I'll have the fucking pair of yous. Consider yourself fucking lucky I found that bike again, you pair of wee bastards. I was fucking raging.
Jesus.
Oh, I was
Christ.
not impressed. Like, if I hadn't spoke to the police, I'd have battered fuck it. I'm not joking. Like,
That's fucking class.
Jesus.
all these boys have said that you leathered them because they stole your bike. You know, my bike's in my living room, mate. Just thinking what you're talking about.
You're racking up numbers for 11
Yeah.
and Wayne's like.
That Wains.
Wait, they need to learn.
Post will be at this door soon.
Okay. We need to speak to you about the podcast, lads.
So, all this stuff you put on
You
the
hear from
internet, that's
Banjo?
got to be
No,
used against
yeah.
you in a court of law.
Talking about stuff on the internet, Banjo, you had a bit of a
Ooh.
interesting situation develop last night.
I was shite, man. Honestly, I was.
What happened?
Getting that feeling where you just think, this was just all a big mistake.
This could go one way or the other.
Like,
So I imagine
since
every
the
last
podcast started, since the podcast started, Ken, I've been getting shit off you folk and that, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, Ken,
Folk
fuck
have been
them.
texting us saying, who's this Banjo?
Aye.
Who's this?
Aye, like, I don't,
All that
I
stuff.
didn't care. I couldn't give a fuck what they think. Maxwell asked you on Tinder, right, yesterday. And
Is you a fan of the podcast?
no, that was it. She was like, "You got any hobbies?" And I was like, I never thought. I was just like, I gone paragliding. I say I went kayaking and all that.
Disney gone
Never
kayaking.
been out. I've got a kayak. The most I've done in the kayak is I've went down the Hawk Burn. And, I've sat.
Mate, there's junkies that have went further.
I've sat in my back gear down with a dry suit on and a fucking life jacket and a helmet and with a wee paddle. But anyway, so
Cool
I
as
said that
fuck.
and I was like, also did a podcast with my pals. She was like, "Oh, what's the podcast name?" And I was like, I can't tell her. Like,
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Joey Diaz. I would have probably been better off.
The church of what's happening now.
So I was like, something about haggis and that, and she was like, all right. And I didn't think she's not going to waste that time to listen and all that. So I came back from my break. Well, I went on to my break, and I got a message off her. I'd be like, "These are pigs." she unmatched me. she unmatched me. I was like,
Absolutely,
"You
David.
fucking
Can't
You
you
dick."
know what the best of it is? I guarantee you this is how it went, right? She gets the message saying something about Haggis podcast. She's like, oh, that's all right. YouTube, something about Haggis. And she's like, oh, 3 episodes. I'll give the first episode a listen.
No.
And within the first 10 minutes of the first episode, you gone, aye, so Banjo said chlamydia.
Aye,
twice in a
right
month."
enough, aye. Aye,
guarantee
that's
you.
exactly why she'll think
Guarantee
it.
you
Well,
that's
saying
what
that,
she's done.
yeah.
Shout out to that lassie. I rate that. That's
Good
funny as
on you,
fuck.
Hen, for having some standards. Because honestly,
For,
he's a piece
for
of
doing
shit.
your homework.
Aye.
Oh
That's
man, I was
class.
gutted. I was
Poor
gutted.
wee
We're
soul.
speaking to another lassie on Tinder though.
I never tell her.
Never tell her about the
podcast.
podcast. I'll learn my lesson.
What's her name?
But the problem
So I
is,
can text her and be like, listen to this and see again what he's like.
I work with somebody what's pals with her,
Aye.
but I'm not telling her that I know them.
Just
because-
wait.
Because they'll cross her and then it's not gonna be good. But aye, she's hot, like. Yeah.
It was Liam that did say, see, after we put out the first episode, Liam texted you and said, this podcast will either make or break your sex life. And I think we've just seen the first piece of
I didn't
whether
see the
or not
lassies
it's
lining
gonna.
up to shag.
There are
yeah.
cracks appearing, put it that way.
Aye, I didn't see it going well for you. Put it that way.
I've thought about doing 6 months with sex. For actually, genuinely thought about it. Like I think just what's it called?
Abstinence.
Abstinence for 6 months.
No way. No chance.
I think no, honestly, man. I've thought.
See if
about
you
it.
can get a month with sex.
See if you can get a week.
And we're ripping the
I
heat
went.
off
I
it.
went. Oh, I had sex last night. It's like 2 a.m, man, in the car. It's kidding me. I asked the lassie for filter tips, so I went round. She gave me filter tips.
So I gave her my tip.
She's a lovely lassie. Man. Like, she's amazing. Man.
Jesus Christ, man.
I mean,
Wait, you went round to her house, asked her for filters, and then you were like, you want a shag? Jump in the car instead of just going into her house.
No, she jumped into the car
Oh, right.
and like gave me the filters, and I was like, "You want to roll up the news?" She was like, "Aye." I was like, "Can I get a hand job?" And then just ended up
Jesus.
shagging her. No, but she's
you're vulgar, man.
she's lovely, man.
Filters and a hand job. That's the title.
Still got the filters, so just fucking.
I've still got the filters. Didn't even need to use them, mate.
Jesus.
Nah, she's great though. Fantastic.
She's great. I think I love her.
Came in my hand and everything, so you know it's true love.
Yeah. a couple of the boys. There's this guy at work, man. He's like, he's not my boss, but well, he is. He's like, I can't say who he is, but he's a good lad. Like, but he's
Not what you told us 5 minutes ago.
He's he's sound as fuck, but he's like he wasn't got to listen to the podcast. I didn't want him to because he was like kind of my boss.
Because he might sack you.
Like no, he couldn't have shot me or anything, but like I just didn't want to kind of him listening, and came to me and he was like, "You are one dirty fucking bastard." I was like, "How?" He was like, "I've just listened to that first episode, like why? What the
I'll
fuck?"
be fair, the first 2 episodes were very...
Curse.
He goes to church every Sunday.
Aye,
quite
it's not
cool.
for him.
No.
Aye.
But he listened to the second and third, man. But,
The third gym was not as bad. I don't think
No.
the third gym was a bit more tame.
I've had folk coming to me saying that like, it's getting worse just because it's not as dirty. But then there's folk that stop listening to it because it's that dirty.
Aye.
So
There's a balance to be
you
struck
can't
there.
Aye.
win. You can't win.
That's what it is.
Aye.
This is the same conversation. If you hear us in the pub, this is the same conversations we're having.
That's it.
You know what I mean? If you didn't like it, go and sit on the other side of Sam's. Makes the odds.
Jesus.
The joys, mate.
Aye.
So it's looking more like it's got to be breaking your sex life rather than making it at this point. The first cracks started to appear.
Aye. I didn't see it going well for you, mate.
It's a fucking gaping anal hole.
I think I ruined my neighbour's night the other night, by the way. Was it not Sunday night? Like, parked his car like at the front and his door was just a tiny wee bit, like, 10 minutes
A jar.
shut, but it's not,
Aye.
it's not on the thing. So it's like, it's fucking 11:30 at night. I'll get a fucking shove
Oh,
and shut
no.
the door. So I gave it a wee shove to shut it, and the car alarm started going off. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake! And I could see that like his living room, I could see the light in his living room window, and I was like, oh, he must still be up, right? That's fine. So I kind of just chapped the window a wee bit. I got no answer in that. I was like, oh, fuck, I'll text him. That's fine. Stood at my front door, and like the alarm had stopped going off. It was just like the indicators and that flashing.
It'll come back on after 5
Aye.
minutes and shit.
So I'm standing finishing my fag, got halfway through writing a message, and I heard his door going. So I popped my head out to be like, "Oh, sorry, man, that was me. Your car was like your car door was off a bit, and I set the alarm off when I went to shut it." And he's getting in the car. I'm sure he was.
Please
having
tell me it
sex.
wasn't his car.
No, I'm sure that like he's got 2 wains, and I'm pretty sure he was getting his hole that night.
Oh, no.
And I've just set his car alarm off and chapped in his window because he came in the door like he didn't have a t-shirt on, and he's kind of getting in the. Ken that way you kind of half open it and just put your head round and hide in the rest of
I
you.
didn't do that. I just
Oh,
started.
Joe's just cock it.
Just stands there. Oh, hiya, mum. You want a coffee, Ken? And I was sorry, man. That was me. And he's like, any bother, and just kind of put his arm over the top of his head and round the corner and locked it again. And I was like, he was definitely at it. Like,
Did the door shut like?
aye.
No.
And then the
I would have
front
been
door
raging,
went
man.
Either that or I've just set a car alarm off for his wife to wake up, and he's been ripping the heat off it in the living room. And I don't know what I'd feel worse for. to
Fucking
be fair.
Pornhub on the 50-inch.
Oh, devastated, man. Put a wee civil.
Jesus,
I
man.
think I've definitely ruined his night. Like, you never know. He might have.
You definitely ruined it.
I
This
think
was
it-
happening.
Do you think I could do a charity thing for this abstinence? Abstinence?
Abstinence.
I keep what I say, abscess.
No, because you're not going to be able to do it, and there's not going to be a way to verify if you've done it or not. Because you've been like, oh no, I've not had sex for however many days.
I would be honest about it.
No, you
it's
would
charity.
I get what you're like.
If it's charity, I'd be honest about it.
It's about getting folk to sponsor you. Who's got to sponsor you because you're a filthy cunt?
Used to.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Because you're not going to do
Do
it.
it through the podcast, like donations for £1. Put your bets on.
No.
No.
Oh, these are shit then. I'll just keep on shagging. Like,
I'll just keep on shagging the absolute stallion that I am.
There's no way. How long did you say? 6 months?
6
There's
months.
no fucking
There's no way you would even do a month.
No,
If
there's
you
not.
if you went a month with no sex and no ripping the heat off it,
ooh. Well, that's different though.
I would maybe sponsor you then.
I'd think about it.
But we wouldn't be able to verify that.
Exactly.
For all we can, you've just been ripping the heat off it at home. We didn't can.
There's no way to fucking judge it, is there?
That's what I'm saying. It's like 40 days and 40 nights.
Aye, I mean, to be fair, you're never going to do it, but
No.
I could do it.
no,
Nah,
you
you
couldn't.
I could do it.
Have you ever given up anything for like Lent or shit like that? That's the time you're supposed to do it.
Condoms.
That's the,
Condoms.
it's not quite the same thing.
And that, kids, is how you get the clap.
So you were shagging that cleaner at Stagecoach as well on the bus, were you not?
Are we editing this out?
No.
I know. I don't think she's got to be listening to this. Oh no, but she was lovely though, man. She had a wane in that, but she was a lot older than me.
47.
I swear to God though, right? I went round to this lassie's house for dinner and she made a curry and like look at the size of me. I'm not. My appetite's not that
I
big.
mean, aye, we've established previously that you're tiny as well.
Aye, like he's made a Happy Meal kind of guy rather than a big man.
I would order a Happy Meal rather than a fucking. Aye, but
16
anyway,
piece bucket.
she made a mountain of a plate, and I was like, I cannot. And see when you get the sweats and you're just fucking
Meat sweats.
dying, aye. And I was choking the shit down.
Choking the chicken.
Well, this wee Wayne was running about and choking the shit. Oh God.
It took you a wee second. didn't it?
And this Wayne was running about, and her dad was coming round, man. This cunt was a bear. Like, it's the best way I could describe him. He's a bear. He was like fucking.
What, like he was a big hairy guy, or like
Aye.
he was like kind of like a gay bear,
No.
where he's like
he,
a big hairy guy, but he's like, lads.
He definitely wasn't a gay bear.
No,
He was a fucking. He was
a straight bear.
Chewbacca.
was a
He was the most hetero bear you've ever met in your life.
That cunt was Bigfoot. And I was walking when I was sitting there, man, with the fucking
Sitting there with your wee curry and Grizzly Adams
sitting
walks into
eating
the
it, man.
fucking living
and
room.
he's like the width of the fucking door frame. And I'm like, and then she was like, "Oh, this is my pal Sean," and I'm like, "Do not fucking introduce me and saying I'm shagging you, like fuck that."
Why does he got care?
I don't know.
He's got Grand Wayne running about. I don't think he quite thinks that Ken. Oh, my Grand Wayne's the second coming of Jesus.
No, it's not her dad. It's the Wayne's dad.
Oh, the Wayne's dad.
I
Oh,
was wondering
right.
what the fuck you were talking about
I
there.
thought you meant it was her dad that was
No,
coming round that was a
no,
monster.
no,
It was
no.
a
So
Wayne's
she went to
dad.
like two total opposites. She had this great big
Aye, to me.
hairy scary guy to this wee 5 foot Wayne.
It was good because she was like, "You've ruined me for other men." I was like, I know that's bullshit, but I like hearing it. So, but I was a shunter at Stagecoach, and she was a queener, and like it was always, I would always kind of throw out that kind of sexual banter. She would always kind of reject it and that. She'd be like, "Oh, fuck you," and that, just to laugh. Yeah, but nah, she was sweet, man. She used to make these fucking granola bars, right? And she used to, I don't know what she put in them. It was like fucking
Heroin.
Weed.
No, it was
Smack.
Ken, like that powder shit. There's like powder shit, which is like it's healthy, fucking Ken, all that kind of
Sweetener.
stuff. Like, no, you'll get for like
Anthony,
Holland
mate.
and Barrett and be like, here's fucking crushed fish bones and ivory, fucking shit like that.
Ivory?
No,
What kind of granola bars were you eating with fish bones and ivory?
I'm using that example. Like,
Did I mention this lassie's feel like a poaching family in South Africa? You know what I mean?
like turmeric.
She made a
and shit.
cracking shark fin soup, by the way.
Nah, man, fucking it was amazing though. It was amazing.
What kind of powder was it?
She would put like fucking 20 different powders in it. It was just really healthy. Fucking, I can't mind fucking like omega-3 fucking fatty fucking powders and shit, man. I didn't ken. She was putting walnuts in that. I think that's why I liked it. And honey.
It was just walnuts, fish bones, ivory, and some omega-3. There you go. There's your dinner.
Banjo's Bakeaway.
For fuck's sake, man.
Man, they were so nice though. Like, they were really good.
Big Rev is just LSD. So
Aye.
just put a bit of that in it. And he's like,
Bit of coke.
these are amazing, and he's just standing eating fucking like mouldy bread and that.
Oh no, it was good. Like, it was, she had an amazing ass. Like, amazing ass. It was just like, Kevin, they've got that big ass. But like, but it wasn't like, it wasn't.
I love the way you describe things, Banjo. It's so childish and like,
Like,
a reading level of 8 years old
Aye.
is the way you describe
it's an
things.
8-year-old
But
fucking description.
this ass was solid.
She has
like,
good ass, big ass,
Like, she works
It's
out.
like George when he first moved
Aye.
to fucking Scotland.
broken English.
Aye.
That big ass. But no, it was just solid, man. You could literally like fucking, it was like slapping a brick wall. Yeah. Nah, good ass though. Like, good ass.
Saw that ground up ivory and fish bones. She was eating, like,
Just went straight to her ass.
Fuck's sake, man.
what a fanny.
Oh,
I didn't speak to her now. I think she's left there and works at McDonald's.
That's it. We're moving on up, eh?
Aye.
Is that why they got a McDonald's now either?
I do.
Yeah.
Just nodding what she can say.
Did you fall out? Why did you fall out?
Well, I was Gamel ass at the time when I was shagging her. So she kept
Why
saying,
am I not even slightly surprised?
she was like,
Aye.
oh, kind of real like you and that, kind of, I'd rather this be serious. I was like, aye, me too and that, but like I've got,
Banjo lying through his teeth.
I was like,
Aye, me too.
I've just
but
got a mental ex, what fucking, I just can't get rid of the now, so like, I didn't want to cause shit. She was like, oh no, I totally understand, like, okay, that's fine. Got rid of my ex and then never went back to her, so.
You're actually
You're
a piece of shit.
awful.
I don't know.
You're actually, Kevin, like guys sit their daughters down and they're like,
Stay away from this
stay
boy.
away from this fucking idiot.
Aye.
If a guy's doing this and this and this, he's not for you. They're describing
Aye.
you.
Shout out to that lassie that panned you off last night.
I
if you're
know.
listening to
Aye.
this.
What's her
Shout
name?
out.
Just her first name.
Aye.
I thought she's got to listen to it again. Like,
No,
okay.
probably not.
You
I
never know.
don't know, she might. She's unmatched me, so I didn't ken.
You can't remember her name when you were
fuck.
Why
texting
would
her
it-
2 days ago.
Man, right, I matched with...
Names aren't important.
No, I didn't ken their names.
Alright. Well, shout out. You can who you are.
Hopefully you didn't listen to this again, you bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck your fucking wee dog on the end of your pictures and that. Nobody cares if you drink gin.
Everybody drinks.
Banjo, at least you're
gin,
not bitter about it. Eh?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Right, so I seen
I
something
love that,
today.
man. Do you drink much gin?
Me?
Aye.
When there's no selling comfort, I drink gin.
Aye.
See, I like the violet gin. That was good. Parma
Parma
violet
violet.
gin. I didn't like gin that much though. It's not.
I didn't
It's
like a
big
gin
though,
and
innit?
tonic.
No.
Oh, gin's the in thing,
It's
man.
bitter lemon. Gin and bitter lemon's quite good. I drink
I
that.
don't like that either.
But I like the
I like gin and
botanist gin.
lemonade. That's all right.
The botanist gin's good, but that's like 40 quid a go, like for a bottle.
That is dear.
And I'm just not doing that again. It's not so bad in the pub, but
No.
I had a whack out there. I was thinking fucking... See, I I remember because
You need checked out,
you
man,
ca-
honestly. Like,
Are you sure?
you definitely fall somewhere in the autistic spectrum. Like, somewhere in the middle of all of it. There's just you.
apparently they're more evolved than us.
What do you mean than
Autism.
us? They and us.
Autism. You're not part of us. If you get what,
What,
I mean.
the autistic community?
The autistic community. I don't know why I say that because then I'll start getting shit for fucking saying I'm autistic when I'm not. Gotta edit
No,
that out.
apparently everybody's on the spectrum somewhere.
Oh, well.
It's just that.
Apparently they're more
it's a
evolved
whole
than us
thing.
though.
Go
And
on.
like certain fucking. Oh, did you not ken? Like you've.
Did you not care?
Did you not?
This
That,
thing you
that's
just
the
asked me
news
about.
of the
I
week,
didn't.
man.
I didn't get this absolute piece of bullshit you're about to spout.
No, right. Autistic folk and that. Some of them have got like special talents where you can rattle off fucking. Show them fucking 50 numbers and then they'll just like spout it back out at you. Or some of them can work
Aye.
out mad equations and shit like that. And fucking. Some of them have got like special abilities for the.
There's no special
You're
ability,
saying
mate.
special abilities, trying to make that sound like they can fly.
Aye, like
They've
they're in
got-
the X-Men.
They're fucking
Aye.
superheroes. Them like no, some of them are unreal. Like
It's just
what they can
one
do.
part of
Aye, it's
one part of
different
their
parts of
brain's
the-
more developed than the other, I think, is it not? So like,
Some or like it's overdeveloped
Yeah.
compared to the other side or something.
Yeah.
so like, where they're weak somewhere, they're stronger somewhere else to compensate.
Yeah, not always though.
Like,
Yeah.
and it usually it's
it's
social.
it's a weird fucking
It's a
thing.
social
It's
side.
brains,
Like,
innit?
usually,
Aye.
Like brains
Mm.
are just fucking mental.
no, the social side usually fucking.
Even if it's big or the size of a fucking peanut in Banjo's
Well,
case.
they suffer
Aye.
for it, like, but then they'll get like a bit. I was gonna say something. So what was your story?
Oh right, aye.
Story.
I was going to have a
story.
story, and then you started talking about autism, and I was like, oh well.
You brought that up, man. Calling me autistic.
I mean,
No, I said you're definitely someone on the spectrum because
Aye.
like you're sitting here just pulling faces and that. Like
My nose is fucked.
either
My
that or
nose
it's
is
like
itchy.
ADD.
I slept on the couch
or
last night.
ADHD.
Why did you sleep on the couch?
I got in when I finished work. I went to see that lassie, and then I got home and I started watching stuff on Netflix. And like, see when you're just you're going to fall asleep, but you're like, I just want to squeeze this.
That's usually when I go to bed.
No, I was like, I'll squeeze this episode. So I passed out, man. Fucking dinner around me and fucking just.
Why would you not put the dinner on the flare?
I don't know. I just knew I was passing out, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm committed now.
I think it's when you like tell yourself like, "Guy, this is me." Like that's when you fall asleep. But it's when I turn on my side to watch the TV. That's me out cold. But mum came up. Usually, mum's got her seat, and if you're sitting in her seat, like if you got your dinner in front of you, she'll tell you to get the fuck off. But she just left me there and sat on the other couch. And I felt the dog, man. The dog was out in the morning. It was like soaking. It kept jumping on me. Fucking raging. And then you phoned me. I was like, I'm ignoring that. And I was like, oh shit. I'm late, sorry. Where was I going with that?
I don't know, mate.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
started rambling.
So I slept on the couch last night. But I think that's because I'm getting comfier in like weird bits. Because I slept in your dog bed the other night.
Aye.
I usually sleep on the couch sometimes though. Don't know, man. It's a hassle. I got to bed, isn't it?
I hate being
Yeah.
comfy in that.
Sorry, if I was got to lie next to Emma every night, I'd be straight to bed, man. 8 o'clock, ready. Sitting there, fucking, let's go hen, time for bed. If you had Kev at your bit, well, I would never gone home.
Poor
But,
Kev, man. Kev's nice.
Nah, Kev's lovely.
Kev's got a new king bed coming. He's got a super king size bed coming.
Is he?
And I don't know how the fuck
I
he's
don't know
fitting
where
in
it's
his
fitting
room.
it, like.
Hey, what's he got now?
I don't know.
Double? Barely
King?
a double.
Is it? I don't know.
Super king size.
It's like a
Is it
like a
not
one and a
queen?
half.
Is it a queen size, not like the
Isn't
biggest.
No, it's like a super king.
Is it? I thought Queen was bigger than King.
I thought Queen's definitely bigger
Yeah,
than
but
king.
it's not bigger than super king.
Is it
I don't
not?
think there's a super king.
It's not, we're not talking about fags
It's
here.
a super king.
It's
Because I'm sure you get the like obscenely massive ones like California.
You're got to type.
king beds or
He's
something.
on his phone now. You're got to type in Super King bed, and it's got to come up Super King bed. I could type in fucking massive bed. It's got to come up a fucking massive bed.
What does that? What the
What
fuck
are you even
saying?
talking about?
If you type in like
Type in bed sizes.
Single, twin, twin XL, double, full, queen, king, California king. Boom!
There you go. King. There you go.
California.
California
king
King's the huge
Is
one.
the obscenely massive beds.
Is that what he's getting?
No.
No, but it's something close to that.
No, it's not.
It's like a super king.
'Cause,
it's bigger than a king size, but not quite a California king.
God.
Aye. California Kings, and you see in like the movies and that where it's like I'm super rich,
Aye.
and it's like enough space for 10 folk.
Aye.
That's like a California king.
What's the point in that, man? I wouldn't
Space.
have it. Unless you're a baller and you're having like
That's who has
orgies
it.
and shit.
You wouldn't have it. Ken, what I mean?
Aye.
You just have fucking flower cushions on the floor. You'd be quite happy. A crusty sock in the corner. That'd be about it.
Aye.
Just a park bench to lie on. You'd be sorry. Park bench and a bit of wet cardboard to put over yourself.
You ever slept rough before, Banjo?
I've been to tell the story in the podcast. I was just thinking it.
Don't know.
Yeah.
What story is it?
I can't mind what I was drinking. I think
Have I told this story?
it was vodka.
What's fucking story?
I was out.
Not mind reader, mate. I left that at him.
I was out drinking. I think it could have been. Mind we were talking about my 18th.
Aye.
I think it could have been then. I remember I was drinking in Dalbeattie, and I think it was vodka I was drinking, and vodka doesn't agree with me. And I was coming back, and you gone down Burn Street and then make a left. You want to ken what it is.
Dalbeattie.
Aye.
Aye.
Been to Dalbeattie, mate.
Aye.
It's not a foreign land.
Do you ken where Burn
Out of
Street
my
is?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. I've been to Dalbeattie.
Oh, nice.
Come on, mate.
Thinks he stays in this fucking mystical
Oh, I
land.
wouldn't care. I wouldn't. You could name a street here.
It's 'cause you're a
Aye,
fucking
but you're an
idiot.
idiot.
Well,
You're on the scale.
just name
The scale.
The spectrum. Whatever.
You're on the scale. You're a solid 9 out of 10.
So you go down Burn Street and you make a left, and there's this just patch of grass.
I came with you.
I was in a white shirt, and I was staggering there, and I remember staggering, and I must have just tripped there, and I must have woke up at about 7 o'clock in the morning, absolutely covered in dog shit.
Oh,
Like,
mate.
It's not even the fact I've passed out, I've laid down.
Did this not happen to you twice then?
I was rolling. I was rolling in the shit.
Did that not happen to you in Dumfries as well?
This is definitely breaking your
I
sex
didn't think
life.
so.
You've got the clap and you like to roll about in dog shit when you're steaming. Like, what the fuck?
I never knew there was I knew there was dog shit there because there's
So
always.
that's why I
So
chose
that's,
that spot.
that's why I laid
I think I was just
Fucking hell.
staggering and like
Maybe
fell.
something will be warm and comfy.
Mm.
You're vulgar.
There's been many a times that I've.
I passed out in a field in, was it Crockett Ford, where they used to have pickled?
Yeah.
I was at
Pickled?
pickled in the paddock. It was a Eden thing that they used to do where, like, every, 3 months? Every 4 months?
Something like that. Aye.
They would have, like, they'd get a field at Crockett Ford, just like as you're going out towards Dumfries, Ken, like, right
No, it's
before
Spring
we.
Home.
Is it Spring Home?
I
It's
think
Spring
it was
Home.
Spring
It's
Home.
Spring Home, not Crockett
Just
Ford.
before you leave Spring
Aye,
Home, you
Ken,
get
where
the
the sign
left,
is, that's like you're leaving Spring Home, you gone through to Dumfries, and then
Mhm.
there's a wee turn to the left. It used to be up there,
Mhm.
and they'd have like a beer tent and then like music on and shit
They
like
used to be
that.
pretty good, man.
It was a decent night out, like just for the sake of
was
let's go and
something
get gassed in a
different in that,
field.
wasn't it?
Aye. Like KO'd in this pile of mud one night up there, just like absolutely in my face. No idea what was going on. I was lying there, and I mind somebody came up to me and started kicking me, and they're like, "Do you want to get up? Come on, you got to get up." And I was like, "Mate, I'm fine. Just fuck off and leave me, yeah." And I was just KO'd in this pile of mud.
Fucking awful.
That was the night actually I went back to Fiona's bit, and my shoes were like always. I was clobbered in shit, but so were my white shoes.
Aye.
Fucking woke up in the morning. I was like, "Where the fuck am I?" And our mum comes in, and she's like, "Oh, whose were those like manky size 12 sitting at my front door this morning?" And I was like, "Oh shit, sorry mate, that was me." And she's like, "Oh, I've just washed them for you, and they're sitting on the Aga drying the now." I was like, "Oh, you're a wee fucking gem hen.
Mate, PFAT's
Love
mum's
you.
an absolute hero.
Love you."
Because anytime we were ever at her, but I think I've been maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, she had a couple.
Our
parties.
mum's always well said. She's making us like
breakfast
toast
and everything.
breakfast and fucking bringing through scones at like 11 o'clock.
Aye.
Fucking
She
hell.
wrecked her house the night before, and she's like, "Here you go."
Aye, she well
Aw.
said, man. She didn't care. She was really nice.
Aye.
Did you see your story yet?
Oh, right.
Oh, your news story actually. Aye,
We keep getting drawn away
try to
by
get
your
to it for
autistic
like 3
behaviour.
fucking folk.
Right. So I seen this morning just when I was having a quick run through. Kind of reminded me of you again.
Oh god.
Texas man robbed bank to pay for wedding rings a day before his wedding. Right. So he gans into his bank, robs it obviously, and this is the bit that reminded me of you, because if you're going to rob somewhere, then you really want to give away while you're doing it, right? You just balaclava on into it. This guy, nae balaclava, fuck all, just just face. Get what I mean, right? He said to the basically stated he was getting married tomorrow, so he didn't have enough money for a wedding ring that he wanted to buy, and he needed to pay for the wedding venue. That's what he said to
As
the
he was
person
robbing the bank.
as he was robbing it. He was like, I'm getting married tomorrow. I need money for a ring and money to pay for the venue. Give me the money. No balaclava or fuck all on.
The venue's here at 12 o'clock.
Might as well have done.
It's got to be a lovely day.
And apparently his missus, like, they posted the surveillance on Facebook, and his missus had seen it and been like, what the fuck have you done, you clown? And he was like, oh, Ken. And then she made him get into the police and gave himself up. So he's been arrested for it, obviously. This was in America.
That
Fucking
is
hell.
the kind of stupid shit you would do.
Texas.
There's one thing what I would do. I've
Well,
always
what,
said,
what am I meant to do apart from rob a bank if I've got like things to pay for?
Ken.
I always said if I was getting married, I would always spend the 3 months' wage on a wedding ring. But that's if I would have money.
Banjo's on the door.
If I didn't have it, I wouldn't be getting married.
I don't think anybody's getting married you after listening to these podcasts, mate. I'll be honest with you. I think you're kind of up shit spout.
Nobody's ever got to touch your wee willy again.
I'm going
Go ahead.
abstinence anyway, so
Oh, you're not.
No, you're not.
I don't think it's got to be a choice.
No, that's true.
You can't have to end up fucking moving, mate.
No, you'll be fine, man.
You got any news stories, Banjo? Or did you just not bother again because you're a useless piece of shit?
No, Florida's calmed down a lot.
Oh, I hit my mind that. I did hear that in the actual news as well.
They said they were like, there's nothing going on. Even the local news channels were like, we've nothing to say. Everyone's fine.
Just chilling, mate.
It's alright.
So that's a no then, Banjo.
No.
He took like a breath there and was like,
Aye.
think of something before you get to the microphone that's 6 inches away from your face. Not even.
I seen something and somebody in Annan got caught with a shit ton of weed.
That's nothing, mate. Folk
I
feel
know.
like,
Aye.
No.
and then usually get caught with a shitload of coke. Like,
But I've noticed that there's yin every week, and it is in this area.
It's Takeshi 69 that's doing it, mate.
He's
Just grassing every day.
cunt in.
he's alright wee here, isn't
He
he?
is, isn't he?
Yeah, like,
He's shite bagged it.
Aye.
He was going to be getting 47 years and he's just shite bagged the fuck out of it.
what a fan.
What was he getting done for though?
Racketeering and stuff like that.
What's that?
It was getting done for gang related shit, and then they threw like a 47 to life sentence at him, and he was like, I didn't actually do anything. It was like the rest of the gang.
It was him and him and him and him
Yeah.
and him.
Because he was just like the front man for the gang apparently.
Aye.
So then they started throwing like, well, if you tell us about such and such, maybe we can reduce your sentence.
Aye.
So I think I was watching this guy who's been in that situation before talk about it, and he was saying what's got to happen is he's got to gear up all these folk and be like, he's done this, he's done this, he's done this. He's got to do like 5 years and then be on house arrest. That's what'll happen. So
Well, I think I seen a thing folk were talking about him getting into like witness protection.
Yeah.
And
because he got
apparently
moved
doesn't
prisons
want
as
to.
well.
I don't know how the fuck you're putting him into witness protection. Fair enough, he can dye his hair for that fucking stupid ass rainbow shit. But he's got like tattoos of
on
like
his face.
6ix9ine all over his face. Like,
I'm not
Do you
part
know-
of that gang.
do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Ken, like the boy at Scale that was. I was like, I'm a fucking top shagger, and you're like, nobody's ever even seen your willy, let alone touched it. Get what I mean?
I can't hear
Like they give you all the stories and that,
Aye.
and they had to try and be like, "Oh no, I've done that,
Aye.
100%." No, you haven't. That's him. That's why he's got
Aye.
that 69 tattooed
Aye.
over his face.
That's
Unless maybe that's like the is it precinct that they're for or whatever?
I don't know. Area
Like it's
code
something
thing.
to do with like his area
Aye.
code or some shit. But
I think it's probably more just for like, well, 69.
boy's a fucking idiot.
She tried to
Aye.
hang you the Cardi B, be like, oh, she's part of my gang too, and then she was like, oh,
Did you
no,
hear about her a wee while ago?
I'm Bloods, like.
She's mental. She doesn't give a fuck.
She came out
I
and
don't think
said
she's that talented, but she's
No,
quite funny.
she came out and said that she used to, because she was a stripper for a while,
Yeah.
and she was also like working as a prostitute,
Aye.
and she used to drug people, have sex with them, and then steal their money.
Yeah.
And you're like, see if that was a guy.
That's my kind of girl.
Yeah.
Imagine it was a guy that came out and said that.
See if a guy just walked onto stage and just, I used to like drug lasses, shag them, and then
Well, look
take-
at fucking
steal their
what's
money.
his name? The comic. What's his name?
Bill Cosby.
Aye.
Was it 150 women or something? Over it. Over
It's
100.
getting mad that
Hundreds,
shit.
like
It's mental. That,
that's
like.
fucked up.
I think Cardi B's retired now anyway. I think she's having a wane.
What?
Aye.
She's had
Aye.
like a 5-year career.
Not even.
How's she retiring?
Ken, how much money you make when you have Yin Gid song?
Oh well, that's true.
She had, what was it, Bodak Yellow? That was her song.
I've no idea.
It was
mate.
actually
I've
pretty
never
good.
listened. The closest I've got to listening to any of her songs is she was in that Maroon 5 song "Girls Like You," and then I'd get to her bit and I'd skip it.
I don't know. I did rate Bodak Yellow. I thought it was quite good.
I kept getting her confused with
Tiffany Haddish.
No.
Nicki Minaj.
Aye.
The other female black rapper.
Aye.
The big
Yeah.
one, anyway.
Who's the other one? There's another one.
Lil Kim.
No.
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott. Queen Latifah, mate.
We're getting back something.
They were
Nah,
the
fuck
fucking
those.
OGs.
Aye.
Was that what you wanted
Is
to
that
say?
it? Aye.
I used to get her confused with somebody else.
Aye, no.
Did he? Aye.
I just can't mind. I'm sure it it must have been. But I don't know. What's been happening anyway?
No, mate. Collets and that. It's good fun. I was butchering pigs the other day.
Eh?
That was good fun. I was cutting up some pigs the other day. For a pal.
Oh, no.
Deke used to be a butcher.
Yeah.
We should throw that out there.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't just like in his back garden.
Aye,
I'll
I'll
get a
slaughtering,
shot.
mate.
He'll get a bash, mate. Why not?
Slaughtering.
Yeah.
Slaughtered them
Yeah.
deed.
Christ. How are you getting on with your drawings?
I get in there. I bought a new tablet last night.
Eh? Did he?
Because I was trying.
And
Good, like,
how
'cause-
much are they like?
See, when I stopped drawing,
£20.
nah, they were like, well, it was like £60.
Fucking
but-
hell.
Well, that's not that bad.
It's not actually that bad. But the yen I was using, I got like 7 years ago, and it's been lying under my
it's
bed,
dying of death.
and it's fucked.
Aye.
And the reason I stopped was because I hated doing the 3D.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck, I can't be fucked doing 3D. So I just kicked it on the heat. And then when I was drawing that shit the other week, I was like, I actually didn't mind drawing. And I was like,
Aye.
Ken, what?
Like, this is quite fun,
Aye.
actually.
So I didn't actually mind spending like the 60 quid because I could see myself actually sitting drawing. Like I was
Mm.
drawing yesterday morning and last night when I got in for work.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stick it out and see.
Mm.
And it's good
Aye,
fun.
let us get what you thought about them wee animations and that, by the way.
I'm not sure if we're
I
going to
like
do the other
them.
year. Do
I think we should.
you think?
What other one?
The slideshow one.
What is that?
Oh, no, the slideshow. Yeah. I like the animation that you done.
Aye, that's it.
Yeah.
But we've got that other one sitting.
Yeah.
About me in the car?
Aye.
Man, you can release it if you want, like.
I don't know. It's
It's up to you.
Can I get fucked for that? No.
I don't know, mate. What's your choosing?
Let's scrap it now.
Aye.
Go with the animation, yeah.
Aye.
And if you want to do like other slideshow ones and all
Aye.
that, we'll put that out.
We'll just
This
have to.
This is a
bark
bit
some stories.
safer.
But
If you want to see that we slideshow or whatever, fucking make sure you share our post, like, comment.
the thing is, it's a great story. It's so good. Because I've listened to it, because I had to like edit it together. I've listened to it like probably 50 times when I was editing it.
Yeah.
And every time it makes me laugh, but I'm like,
Because you're just like, he's a
it's
fucking
from a
idiot.
test recording, so nobody will have heard it yet, other
Yeah.
than the three of us.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Aye, we'll have some
great
snippets out as
story.
well for animations and that for test recordings
Aye.
and stuff.
there's a few again through I've been looking
Yeah.
at. But no, I will get there. I was kind of happy with the end I put out, but there was bits where I was looking at it and I was like, that could be better and that could be better.
Aye.
It's just because I've not drawn in so long, and I was like,
I liked it, man.
okay. So I'm going to spend more time drawing, and then I'll get better at it, and then
Hmm.
hopefully it'll kind of up the level a bit.
Hopefully.
I heard folk asking about the mind of conspiracy theories, what we were going to do.
Aye.
We never actually explained, like, why we never done it. We just went on to a different podcast.
Well, the reason was it was shit.
We sat down and
Hog
recorded.
fucked
for
it all up. He came in here, rocked up with a shitey
Didn't
story.
you fucking even stare, you
Deke
little
never
cunt.
even fucking read his out, and I got stuck. I fired out facts and fucking.
I love that. I love that. He's like, I didn't bring conspiracy theories, mate. I brought facts.
No, what happened was we sat down and recorded for an hour. I went first. Flat Earth I done. Banjo done Area 51, but
Kind of.
very fucking poorly.
And mine was
And-
fucking.
He just
And
said nothing to
effectively-
do with aliens. He just said it was built on this day,
Aye.
and this person
It
used
was,
to
it was like
work
a
here.
5-year-old's fucking
Aye.
school project.
Aye.
Is
And
what
4
Banjo's
pages
was.
of dates.
And what effectively ended up happening was halfway through, me and Banjo started arguing about gun control, and we sort of went completely off the fucking rails,
Yeah.
and we decided it's probably not good enough to put out.
It just
It
was
didn't
shite.
work.
It was really shite.
Maybe
actually.
we'll do it again, but we need to figure out a better way of doing it because
I'm not
just-
doing that.
it
shit
was
again.
shite.
I'm not doing that again.
I'm not writing things down.
You never even fucking said a word about yours.
Did they need to?
we got to an hour and then Deke was like, I was like, DQ guy, and he's like, this is shite, mate, fuck that.
That's no.
I listened to it back, and the bit about gun control was like, it effectively boiled down to me and Banjo shouting at each other.
She's a fucking reprobate.
Right, but anyway, let's not get onto that. We'll save that for another day.
But that's why there's no
Aye.
conspiracy theory podcast, because we lived with it genuinely.
It was shite.
Aye. Not that I'm saying this is like fucking A tier listening right now.
Aye.
like where we say it's a work in progress, and we'll kind of, it's still thinning our feet stages. but that was shite. Like
that was worse than some of the test recordings.
Aye. If somebody was having that conversation in front of me or in a pub or something, I'd be like, you need to either leave or stop talking about that because you're depressing me.
That's because we planned it, and I was just like, when I was doing it, I was like, this is not me, man. I fucking hate this.
I know, the rest of the time we just kind of turn up, talk shit, and get on, and we gan off on irrelevant tangents. I love it.
But nah, maybe we'll do. I think if we focus on maybe funnier conspiracy theories, because like I was going through them and I seen there was like Jay-Z time traveling vampire. That was that was a good shit. And it's literally all based off one image of some guy in like 1940 that looked like Jay-Z, and it's like, that's Jay-Z. He's a time traveling vampire.
Have you seen the time traveling ones?
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Like
some of them are quality. Like you see a guy walking about in the 70s, and the way the picture's taken, it looks like he's just wearing like jeans and a hoodie, which obviously weren't used at that time.
I listened to a podcast last night, man, and it was about a military guy who's seen like a UFO.
Aye.
And I swear to God, I was driving home and I was like, see when you just really get into something.
See if you say you've seen a UFO.
No, like see when you really get into something and you just completely focus it. I was driving home last night, man, and I was shiting myself. Like I got like that involved in it, just listening to it. I was like, holy fuck. It was just so creepy.
Were you listening to Joe Rogan Experience?
Aye. Did you listen to it? It was brilliant.
No,
like.
but I knew exactly that's what you were getting.
I was like, holy fuck, man. I
seen the first 10 minutes, like the guy was talking about
it was good, like
the ship that he'd seen in that, and he was like, oh no, that was aliens for real. I've not listened to the rest of it.
I didn't buy it.
He's convinced, like, and this guy, this isn't like
he's a commander.
Aye, like he used to work for like
that doesn't even mean anything.
The Air Force and stuff.
That's
like,
not relevant.
They don't let you be a jet pilot if you're a fucking idiot.
No, but when was he a jet pilot?
4 years ago. 6 years ago.
And when did this happen?
2004.
Yeah.
And they kept him in.
Yeah.
Well, aye. You're not gonna
I don't know, like I said, I've not listened to the whole thing.
It was wee blips coming up, and they were noticing it, but nobody told them. So they was like, "Can you go and check this out?" So they went out and checked it out, and there was two. It was like a 4-man crew, but there was 2 jets, and one of them stayed up high, and one of them went low, and we went to it, and all their sensors and that was like reading shit, and then they could see it for their own eyes.
All their sensors were reading things.
Aye, like fuck no, I couldn't understand what the sensors were, but this thing just fucking like disappeared within a second. It was like they were explaining it as a tic tac.
I didn't rate it. I think there's for everything
40 foot long.
For everything like that, there's a reasonable explanation that I can't explain, but there is a reasonable explanation. Like the amount of times people have said, "Oh, I've seen a UFO and it's like a weather balloon," or "I've seen a UFO and it's like a satellite that's in low orbit."
He was saying
someone like that, and they're like, "Oh no, it's definitely." And you're like, "There's a reasonable explanation for this thing. I just don't know what it is."
He was saying that
because I feel like
used to fuck
you're not
folk.
giving us the whole story either.
Well, I'm not. It's a fucking 3-hour podcast.
Aye.
I've just
I'd have to
in
listen
a
to
minute.
it, but
the pilot was saying he used to fuck with folk though. Like he used to go out in the desert, and they used to fly low with night vision goggles on, and there was like folk camping with campfires and all that. So what he would do is, I don't know, he would hang back the thrusters or something, turn his lights off, but like other jets could see him, but like you couldn't hear or anything in the sky. And once he was above them, he would fucking switch the lights off and then like do a maneuver and fucking blast the thrusters.
Drop the fucking clutch and go.
Basically, effectively, that's what he did. And he was like, we used to fuck with him all the time, and there was obviously reports, like, just with us saying that there was a UFO.
That's cool.
Things like that.
He like puts his light off and then like kind of when he gets close to them, turns the lights on, drops
Peeps
the
a wee
clutch
horn
and
in
just
that.
fucking goes. That's quality.
No, it's
Maybe that's what your jet pilot that nearly killed you the other day was doing.
Shite. But no, I didn't believe in it. I think there's aliens out there.
Just not here.
Just not here.
No, I think they're fucking with us.
I think my thing with it is this, where ken how there's that island that, like off the Indian Ocean that we didn't fuck with, like nobody's allowed on it.
That's because we kidnapped 2 folk through there and we fucking killed them.
No, it's because it's full of natives they don't have our level of technology or anything like that, and our diseases can kill them and all that shit.
We kidnapped them back in the day. We took them back, tried to show them a good time.
Whatever, right?
Their immune system wasn't strong enough, and then they fucking died. So then we were dropping care packages off, trying to be like, oh sorry, but we're not near the island.
Right, very cool.
Care packages.
This is
not
what
leave them the fuck alone.
That's not what I'm talking about. Point is, ken how that's there and nobody's allowed to go near it because it's a case of like they're in their own ecosystem, in their own world, and they'll figure things out. And if they die, kind of thing. Like it's just kind of it's a cycle of life in a bubble that's not touched by anything else. I feel like if there are aliens out there, that's the way they look at us.
Aye.
Like, we are this underdeveloped species, and if they get involved, it's just going to fuck up the way we do things.
Aye.
They'll just leave us alone and let us go on with it. Because for them, there's no advantage. Like, for us, looking at them people on that island, there's no advantage to us bringing them into, like, modern society, really.
Aye.
I think aliens look at it the same way as we us. Where
Aye.
they see us and they're like, there's no advantage to having these clowns part of, like
Having an anthill. They
Aye.
look at us as the anthill.
yeah. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, if they are out there, they're just like, we didn't give a fuck.
Aye.
If they get to space travel and all that shit, they'll get there themselves. We're not having anything to do with it. That's the way I've always looked at it. So based on that, I don't see any point in them visiting. I could see them being like in the solar system and being like, oh, they're there, cool, catch you. But I didn't see them visiting. There's no point.
I wish they would drop us like a wee gadget or something, a wee cool gadget.
Like what?
I don't know, fucking hoverboard or something. I don't know.
Like a hoverboard.
Something like that, I don't know.
But there was an idea that Joe Rogan was talking about it, that surely as a species you get to a point where you can create things in a virtual reality which becomes better than real life. So why would you even bother going to space travel and like interplanetary travel, if you know what I mean, past a certain point? Because if you are able to create a machine that can create any reality you want to live in and make it feel real to the point that you can't tell, why would you ever need to live in real life again? And that's an interesting point as well.
We're getting deep, boys.
It's super interesting, man. Like tech and all that shit.
I
Because
just did not understand that at all.
if you look at the way like the human race is going, AI is a big thing that folk are talking about in the future.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happens when we hit that? And then it sort of all feeds into the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking mad, man. Aye. That's why I didn't think aliens existed.
He's got no idea what the fuck you just said.
Lost, mate.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about fucking I'm saying I went to the gym yesterday. I was like, I want this conversation just sidetracked by you two. And I'll just
I'll
join
just
in.
let this conversation
I'll join in
pass
when
me
I'm
by.
ready.
Aye.
Aye, carry on.
What a fudge you are, man.
Okay.
Man.
Just in your own wee bubble.
Aye.
Do you ever have a thought past who am I
bubble.
shagging tonight?
Aye.
Who am I shagging tonight? When am I eating? And how am I getting home?
That's what Saturday nights are.
Aye.
That's literally what it is.
We need to do like, comment, share, subscribe. That's your bit, mate.
No, we swapped. It's your turn.
Oh, you're doing the end of the day.
Aye, here's my
Aye.
list. You can use that.
Aye,
Look at the big cheesy in your face.
that's us done for the day anyway.
Listen to that.
Aye,
Hi,
that's
listeners.
us. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Follow us
Get
on.
involved. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Facebook,
Follow my
Instagram,
notes. Didn't
SoundCloud,
sidetrack.
Twitter, and SoundCloud for our American audience. Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently 5 or 6 folk. So, but yeah, let us know in the comments and stuff if there's anything you want us to cover, or if you're outraged by anything that we've said.
Or
Let
the
us
fact
know.
that we've not done the conspiracy
can
theory
address-
podcast.
Yeah,
I
well,
apologise for
okay,
all my
man.
actions, and I don't mean anything I said, and I don't subside by. I don't know.
Shut
Anyway,
the fuck up.
I know.
Aye.
Edit that.
catchy.